Boom. What's up, metalheads, freaks, and geeks, man? Hell of a show for you today on The W.A.L.E. We are live music entertainment. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got an awesome panel tonight for you, man. We got Jade Star, we got Brad Example, and Mr. Mike Haggith, man. Jade is out of Australia, and Mike and Bradley are out of the great country of Canada, man. Good stuff. No toques today, man. No toques today. Good stuff. Hippie had his beanie on before the show, so did Jade, sporting some Distro Kid swag. She's stepping up in the world. Getting swag. Good deal. Ian Luckett, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it, man. I made Jade a temporary mod so she can throw her weight around and smack people around a little bit. You know, bitch slapping around if they're not behaving. And to help me put up her links and stuff that are relevant to the show, man. Good deal. We're going to do a rundown, and then we're going to actually bring in some of our panel, man. I believe we have Brad Example up first tonight, man. He's going to do some tasty acoustic jams for us, and then we're probably going to drop off into Mike Haggett, and we're going to have Jade bring up the rear of the show, man. We're going to play 2 jams from each performer tonight, man. Mike was having audio issues, so we're going to play a few of his videos, some of his newer stuff, and then we're going to play something from his older catalog of music and in the form of videos and stuff, but we'll still have Mike on talking about his music and what he has coming up. The same with Brad and Jade, man. So a lot of useful information out there coming to the community here in just a couple minutes with these fine folks, man. And they are great performers, one and all, man. You see them around the community. You know Brad, you know Jade, and you're going to know Mike Haggett, who is nomming away down there in the green room, man. He's got stuff all over his face. Look at it. Dude, check your beard, man. There you go. Awesome stuff. Just joking around, man. We got 26 souls on board, which is way hip, slick, and cool. Guys, if you didn't hit that like button yet, please go down and do it. I appreciate each and every one of you for making the last video go to 100 and plus likes, man. If we can do that for this show, that would be phenomenal, man. If we could do it for every show, it'd be phenomenal. When you hit that like button, you're helping yourself also, man. Plus, you're helping the show, because when you do that, it throws us out there in that algorithm just a little bit further. And when people see us over there in those notifications, Metalhead Hippie channel, live, well, let me click on that and see what's going on. Then you come in and see you fine folks performing, and they may want to check you out and check out the channel more and more. We only have 3 performers, but they are powerhouse performers, man. So there's going to be a lot of energy on the show today, hopefully. And hopefully you enjoy it, man. We're going to go up here to the top of the chat, and I'm going to give some shout-outs here for people that are actually here and present. So if you're here in the chat, please come out from lurking, say hi to each other. Make sure you're saying hi to people that come into the chat that you've never seen before. Make them feel warm and fuzzy inside by giving them a warm welcome, man. We have Emperism at the top of the chat right here on my chat. We have Jade Star, I have an idea, Dominic Torgrasse. Boom, Jade Star. Folk Punk, what's up, man? Dave Fox, what's up, bro? My nephew, Mr. Devin Hornsberger over there. Check him out. Or Hornberger. Hornsberger. What's up, Mr. Hornsberger? Yeah. Devin's my nephew up there, Devin Hornberger. Say hi to him, make him feel warm and fuzzy inside. Mr. Ian Luckett, man. Gregory O'Sullivan, what's up, man? Guys, come on out and say hi. Kim Harden Hudson, what's up, Kim? How you doing? Mr. Gary Hubbs, what's up, bro? Let's see what we here got. Brad Example, of course. Mr. Epiphonium, what's up, Abby? Mr. Ed B. Metal. PJ Cobi, what's going on? Come on out and say hi, folks. Joe Glenn, Lureeality, what's going on, Leela? Boom. Who else? Adam Hoople, what's up, man? Super Telecaster. Right on. Oh, Squire Telecaster. Sorry about that. Guitar Man 45. What's up, bro? Secondhand Watermelon. What's up, Phoenix? What's going on? Mark Effects. What's up? What's up? Come on out and say hi, folks. Feisty Feathers in the chat, man. Boom. There's only going to be a few links that need to be thrown today, and they come from Mike Haggith. I have those, and I'll take care of those, but they are there if one of the mods want to throw them out there. I think I sent it to Lori and Ian, I believe. So if you guys want to check that out, wait until Mike pops up, and you can throw those links up for him also, man. Boom. Remember, this is all live performances, man. There may be a few hiccups, there may be a few glitches. That's just the nature of going live, but we're going to do our best to bring these people out here and have them sound as good as they possibly can, man. Sometimes it's almost impossible to do that. Mike had a little bit of an issue with his stuff, and we're going to get him figured out here in a little while, man. So hopefully the next time he comes on the show, we have him loud and proud and playing his guitar. But we had some echo effect with some of his equipment and stuff. So we're going to bring you some of his videos and do him that way. So we're going to get him out here and get him known to the community a little more. He was on the show, what was it, Sunday, for the first time, I believe, and people really dug what he was doing. Went over to his channel, subbed him up, got him a 10 or 12, 15 subs, something like that. So that was awesome that you guys did that. If you guys are not subbed up to these performers that are coming on the show today, please offer them a chance to show you what they got going on by giving them a sub. Go over and check out their channels and share their channels with other people, man, if you're digging what's going on. If you want to do me a solid and share this video out to any of your social media that you have, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, whatever, here on YouTube, go ahead and take the link and or just go down to the bottom of my video there and click share and say, hey, man, come on over and join us on, the W.A.L.E show. We are music. We are live entertainment, man. Good stuff. Let's check this out here. This is our second show so far, man. It's in the process of getting figured out, the format, how everything's going to work around here. I hope you guys enjoy it. But right now, we're going to bring up Mr. Brad Example, man. He's going to do some acoustic stylings for us like no one can, man. So let's give a warm welcome to Brad Example, man, out of Canada, man. Boom. Bradley, what's up, bro? What's going on? Oh, you're muted, bro.
There we go. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, your mic's going a little wacky though. But
okay, let me do that again.
Yeah. You'll get it, man. You'll get it.
Oh. Setting audio. Okay.
There, bro.
There we go. We good?
Yeah, you're good. Brad, right. Introduce yourself, man. Let people know where you're from, how long you've been involved in music and whatnot, and what's your flavor of the day, man. What are you doing in music, man?
I write songs, and I hang out with all you guys, and I like checking everybody's music out, and I'm happy to be here. I love hearing everybody's music every week on your show. It makes me happy. Right. I don't move around very much, so I like to have it come to me instead. So it's kind of perfect, works out good. I live in a really little town in northwestern Ontario. I used to live in Sault Ste. Marie, the same place Mike Haggith is from, but I left there 5 years ago. It started to get a little bad there, so I decided to move. And now I live here in Atikokan. It's super small. It's less than 1,000 people, and it's few hours north of any cities, so I'm really stuck in the middle of the bush. We don't even have a McDonald's here, so it's
good for you.
Yeah, I love it. I'm happy about it. It makes me happy. We have we don't even have a Tim Hortons, which is really odd for Canada. There's usually a Tim Hortons every 50 feet, but not here.
It's sort of like Starbucks down here, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So and then and then I write songs and record them on my iPad. I watch Pete's show and Jade shows, and I try to learn as much as I can to learn how to record better. I feel like I'm getting a little better every time, but I'm not prolific like once a week kind of song. I'm like once every couple months I'll put a song out usually.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I just try to work and figure it out and learn from all of you guys and try to do the best I can. And hopefully with this after this performance I'll figure out a better system. I'll get a board and a one of those IK streams. I'll try one of those out, and so hopefully
Yeah.
next time I come on and play it'll sound better.
Right on. Well, you're
All right.
sounding good right now. I know you. I know
Oh,
you go
good.
in and out every once in a
Yeah.
while, but you're doing good
Yeah,
right now.
exactly. So it's hit and miss. That's why I want something a little more stable.
Yeah.
And
So what are
then
you
me and
gonna play?
Hubs are going to start a beard oil company. And
Oh,
yeah,
right
so
on.
for all you ladies out there, you can all put some oils in your beards.
There you go, man.
All right, I'm going to
Right
play a
on.
song. This one's called Sandbox.
Right on, bro.
World's full of liars. I'm bound by desire. I want it all and I want it more now. Now I've spent a fortune, built a fortress. I spent so much time that there's no time left for me. And all that I gave, I thought that I'd make change. Thought the whispers in the winds were meant for me. And all this love brings pain. I'm struggling through these changing days. And it's a struggle just to get back all I gave. And all that I braved from the sandbox where I played couldn't prepare me for this great big mess I've made. Take a picture, past is clearer. Tonight I watch as all the pieces fall in place. All that I gave, thought that I'd make change. Thought the whispers in the winds were meant for me. And all this love brings pain. I'm struggling through these changing days. And it's a struggle just to get back all I gave. All that I gave, thought that I'd make change. Thought the whispers in the winds were meant for me. And all this love brings pain. I'm struggling through these changing days. And it's a struggle just to get back all I gave.
Boom. Bright example, man. Brad, what's give
Sound
us a little
okay?
insight. Yeah, it went a little cracky at the end there, man. But is there any way you can just switch to your iPad microphone instead of the Yeti
Yeah,
and
let me
still get
try.
audio?
Oh, it's on. It's actually on the iPad mic right now.
Okay, try the Yeti.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, you came up a little. Your levels came up a little bit. That's good. Give us
Okay,
some
I'll try this
insight.
one. Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
go ahead.
No,
No, I
no.
was going to say, give us a little insight on the song you were just singing, man.
Oh, I wrote it and I was having a bad time and I was confused. I knew I was in a relationship and I knew it was ending and I wasn't I don't know. I didn't I knew I was leaving. I just didn't know when. So I wrote that song kind of in that limbo space of like, oh, I got to get out of this and right before I left. So it was in that weird limbo mode where you're looking at the person and you're thinking like, this isn't working and I don't want to be here anymore. And it was that
Yeah.
feeling I had of like kind of going to my own sandbox to play instead of being trapped in someone else's.
So when you're writing songs, are you singing about something you're going through at the time, or are you?
I knew that was going to happen. Hold on one second.
Yeah, boom. Let's bring in Mike Haggith here, man. See what his thoughts are on Bradley's songs here, man. Boom, Mike. Welcome to the show, man.
Boom! Hey, how's it going?
Boom.
You can hear me?
What's up? Yeah, we got you,
Yeah,
bro. We got you.
good. Right on, right on. That was a beautiful song.
Right on. Yeah,
I
man.
love that. I wrote a whole album about a really awful relationship I was in, and the songs kind of go through the ups and downs
It's kind of a
really
Taylor
try to
Swift kind
smooth
of thing.
out. Yeah, like I really like I just man, I love the music that really just like is written from like a deeply personal place that really has something to say, even if it's just from the person who's writing and saying it themselves. Like that was beautiful. I really love that
Thanks.
one.
Yeah, I finally got the dogs taken care of. They're out now.
Sweet.
Right on.
So,
Yeah.
Brad, when I was asking before the dogs chimed in there, what what's your main source for writing tunes, man? How do you get inspired? I mean, is it basically through life, or
Yeah,
just your or just because of a lyrical imagination? You think of a subject, you go around that, and you start putting a song together, or do you draw from life experience, or do you draw from what you see out there going on in the world, or
kind of a little bit of
everything?
everything. I write a lot. Like I type and write a lot. So usually what happens is I'll kind of come up with like a little couplet or a little phrase that I really like, and then I'll push that to the side and kind of expand on it and write a whole bunch of stuff kind of around that little couplet or that little phrase or that little feeling I had, and then I'll write, and then I'll go back to it later and kind of pull lines out of it that I think will fit the song, and then eventually it kind of, and then I sing and I find the phrases that fit the melody and kind of insert them kind of one at a time until I have a whole, verse and a chorus and a verse and then I just finish the song off that way. But it comes from everything. Little things I see, little things I hear, little phrases I write when I'm writing because I write a lot. Like most of my time is spent writing words, just
Yeah,
writing for the sake of writing, kind of like I'm writing letters to myself almost.
yeah. Awesome stuff, man. So, what was the first inkling that you found in yourself that you might be a musician or wanted to head that way? What was it that actually got you into wanting to do music, and what was the
Uh,
catalyst to get you started?
It was a couple things there. I grew up like the guys in my band, the Inner City Surfers. We all grew up together. We all went to elementary school together. So around our 12th birthday or 12th, when we were 12, around Christmas, we all got instruments. So I ended up getting mine in September, but all the other guys got theirs in December. So one guy got a drum kit, Dustin got a guitar, Mike got a guitar, got a drum kit and a guitar. So all of a sudden I realized, oh, well, there's nobody playing bass, so I'll play bass. But I was already writing songs by then because I couldn't play other people's songs and make them sound good. I couldn't sing a Tom Petty song and make it sound like Tom Petty. I always sounded rough and like me, so I couldn't impress anybody with sounding like Tom Petty because I just couldn't sound like Tom Petty. So I started writing my own songs when I was 12.
Yeah.
And they just started flowing out and I couldn't stop it.
Do you still have the first song you ever wrote?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember a bit of it.
Right on. What was that?
Don't ask me to play it. It's embarrassing. One day I'll play it for you.
There you go. Put it on YouTube, man. We'll grab it. Mike, is there any questions you want to figure out about Brad there? I know you've been around for a while. Have you been listening to some of his stuff?
The odd thing.
Your mic's going out again, Mike or Brad.
Oh, of course it is.
My iPad was doing that too in the sound check yesterday. It would be good for about 5 minutes, and then it would like rotate the camera and flip to a different microphone. I don't know.
Yeah,
if that's
I
just
don't know.
an iPad thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Well, Jade said it wasn't just an iPad thing, and Jade would know a hell of a lot better than me. So, I don't know. I guess it was just user error on my part, but I've heard a couple of Brad's tunes now, and I really dig the stripped down singer songwriter vibe just in general. That's very much kind of where I've landed in a lot of ways too. But just
didn't you record a record at Dustin's house, Mike?
I recorded one song at Dustin's place from the Given to the Din album. I knew I should have grabbed that CD to hold up proudly, but it's in the other room. But when my band from Sault Ste. Marie went in, we did one song from our debut album at Dustin's place, and it
because that's where I heard your name for the first time. Dustin said, "Oh, there's this guy here, Mike Haggith, recording," and that's the first time I heard your name.
Oh yeah,
sweet.
Right on.
Small world, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
That's awesome. We had such a good time at Dustin's that day too. We walked in and tracked for 4 hours and walked out with a fully recorded tune. Like we just Glue went in, he did the drums, and then like I was just in on bass. Like just 5-minute turnarounds. Next person's going in doing the thing. We're sitting there with pens and papers mapping out what overdubs we're going to do and all that shit. It was a 4-hour exercise, and that, man, it turned out so good on the record.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dustin's the other singer for the Surfers, Hippie. He's the guy with the higher pitched voice than mine.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. I'm familiar with the vocals on that. Yeah, awesome stuff, man.
Yeah.
Boom. Brad, do you have another song for us, man? What are you gonna do?
Yep,
man?
I got one here. I'm ready to go.
Rock and roll.
Let the rains come down and wash my soul. Demons don't haunt me anymore. Broke the spell, escaped this hell, and now I'm free. Take my dreams and make them real. Put your hand on my heart, know how I feel. And I would give your pain to the angels to take away. And the tears turn to diamonds. And if you're lost, I'll find you. Pick up the pieces, your broken heart. The world I promise won't fall apart. My love will always be with you. castle, the king has no queen. The architect of my long-lost dreams, every scar tells a story of all my days between. And the tears turn to diamonds. And if you're lost, I'll find you. Pick up the pieces, your broken heart. The world I promise won't fall apart. My love will always be with you. And the tears turn to diamonds. And if you're lost, I'll find you. Pick up the pieces, your broken heart. The world I promise won't fall apart. My love will always be with you. That work? Yeah, it worked. I can't hear anyone anymore. Oh, there we go.
Got me.
There we go.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, did it work?
Bro, it sounded good, man. Awesome stuff.
Okay, good.
Yeah, if I just say Mike, it just means do your little thing over there and switch back and forth.
Okay.
And that clears it up for a little while. I think it intermittent. I think after 5-10 minutes it comes back and goes. But
Okay, is it better now?
yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay,
but
good.
If I just say Mike, just go ahead and do your little switcheroo thing in there, and then come back. It should be okay.
Okay.
Good deal, man. Does anybody over there in the chat have questions for Brad Example? Keep an eye on the chat and see if there's any questions. Guys, if you have something for Brad, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Have you ever listened to Drive By Truckers?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Wasn't Jason Isbell in that band for a while?
Mike.
God, I couldn't tell you names. I really
I think he was. Yeah.
I admittedly, all I know really, really well from them is the Decoration Day record, but just your vocal stylings. I'm sitting here as you're singing, and I'm going, what does this remind me of? Just that stripped down singer songwriter aspect, but like just with that grit. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, good deal. Yeah, your
Big
mic
time.
went off again, bro.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's good for like 8 minutes. Just
Let's start a timer. We'll diagnose it.
yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Boom. Brad, give us a little insight on that tune, bro.
That's another one that I was lonely, and I thought of a girl that I knew had gone through a really horrible situation, and then I just she was crying, and I thought it looked like diamonds, so I thought, if these tears turn to diamonds, we'd be rich.
Right on.
So that's how that came.
Right on.
I actually have a song here about the Sioux, Mike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to hear it? I'll play one more.
All right, dude. Go for it.
Okay, can you hear me? Is that all right?
Yeah. Brad Example, everybody.
Traveling north along Highway 69. You better believe I'm gonna drink until I die. 365, my bottle's never empty, and my pipe is always full. And I sit and I get stoned along the shore. St. Mary's River carries away my soul. 365, we get high, high until we die. Now I can't tell you what it is about my home. We travel north along those cold Superior shores. Save up my pennies, hope I can buy my way into heaven's door. I can't promise you that I'll be good, but I promise that I'll come home. Straight through Sudbury, 17 into the Sioux. Get out the way when the boys from the Sioux come through. 365, we get high, high until we die. And I watch the West End go up in smoke. I'll go on the steel, it steals away all our hope. 365, we get high, high until we die. Now I can't tell you what it is about my home. We travel north along those cold Superior shores. Save up my pennies, hope I can buy my way into heaven's door. Promise you that I'll be good, but I promise that I'll come home. Now I can't tell you what it is about my home. We travel north along those cold Superior shores. Save up my pennies, hope I can buy my way into heaven's door. I can't promise you that I'll be good, but I promise that I'll come home.
Boom. Bright example, folks, out of Canada. Awesome stuff, bro.
Cool. Thanks, Hippie. Thanks, Mike.
Awesome, bro.
Had a struggle at the beginning there, but
you're fine, bro. Brad, what do you think of this? What do you think of this format here? Do you think to take off? Do you think people should get involved in it, or?
Yeah, I think everyone should get into it. It's cool. I think it's the best idea you've had. Like an open mic night every Tuesday night is awesome. Get as many people as you can to come in and play songs and do what they do. And a lot of guys play the backing tracks and do, synth stuff. And they could, like, even Cy, he can live stream. Right. So even with what he does, so even if it's, the varying degrees and the drastic kind of dimensions of how everybody plays, there's a spot here to do it. Right. And I think as it goes on and people get a little better at learning how to stream and how to get the best audio they can, it'll just get better and better. I know my next move is to get some more equipment that'll make this streaming a little bit easier for me so it sounds better. And, yeah, I can't do much about the way it looks. I look how I look, but it's, I can fix the sound.
You're cute. You're warm and fuzzy.
Thanks, Hippie. You too. You too, Mike. Yeah. So I think the more people do it, the more momentum it'll get. More and more, more people will be into it. And I think it's already starting off really well. So.
I think so too, man. I think once people start seeing how it really rolls and how you guys as musicians take to it, man, and do it that way.
Yeah, I love it. I'm a little nervous. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, so it's a little nerve-wracking. But
yeah, I think that's the only thing. People are kind of scared of their own ability to go live or do this or do that. Yeah, but I think once they get the hang of it and they see you guys doing it and see that it's not so intimidating that they can do it too, man. So
yeah, exactly.
Hopefully people want to do that, man.
Yeah, I hope so too, because you make a good home for wayward musicians, Hippie. So a lot of us are loners and weirdos, and it's a great place for us to hang out.
Metalheads, freaks, and geeks, man.
There it is. You got it. We're all here.
Yeah.
Boom. Hey, let's bring in Jade Star, man. Jade, you over there? You all dressed and got your
Okay, I'm gonna dip out, Hippie. I'll come back in, okay?
All right, bro.
Okay, I'll be back in a bit. See you, Mike. Good luck.
Yeah,
right,
thank
bro.
you. See you, man. Sounding great tonight.
Oh, thanks. Oh, how do I do this?
Right on, Brad.
Oh!
There
Oh,
she is.
Hey, how
wow.
you all
What's up,
going?
Jay?
Hey, Mike. Hey, Hippie. Hey, everyone in the
Boom.
chat.
Oh,
Good to
that was
see
like
you
for
all.
my
Right on.
latest trick. Boom! There.
Disappear.
Right there.
Right on, man. So
Oh,
Jade,
pull you out of a hat or something. Can I? Wow! There we go.
Remove your thumb.
Jade, you've known Brad longer than I have, so I came
Yeah.
across Brad off of your channel and Pete's channel, man. One day I was just browsing. I think I was browsing mixers, and I came across a Pete Johns video showing something that I was interested in, and that's how I came across Pete Johns. And then by chance, I saw that he actually was doing what I was doing, which is sharing people's music, and I thought that was way absolutely cool. That's how I found Pete, and then from Pete I found you, and then from you I also found Brad Example, man. So give us a little insight on Brad, what you think about his music, and what you just think about his personality and as an individual in general, man.
Well, like a lot of people I've met through this community, Brad sent me an email, and it was one of the most heart-wrenching emails I've ever read. It was just beautiful. I mean, like a lot of people within these communities, health is an issue for a lot of people. I have serious health issues. I know there's a lot of people who struggle with health, and Brad is one of them. Brad's got some pretty serious stuff going on with his hip and stuff, and he just sent me this full-on email, just sending photos of like his injuries and stuff, and it was just incredibly touching. And then I got the chance to listen to his music, and just was blown away. I'm so honored that I got to have him on my show. I've got to know him as a friend and hear the bear story. And the wanking story in his apartment. The many stories of Brad that I've heard on Clubhouse that are utterly hilarious. Folks, you've got to hear some of Brad's stories. But look, his music is absolutely incredible, and he's just a beautiful, kind soul. I would do anything for him. I love him.
He's awesome, man.
And he loves
Yeah,
it when I
big Brad.
sing, "Blue eyes, baby's got blue eyes." He loves that.
Right on, man. Jade, you're going to come up here after Mike. We're going to run off a few videos of Mike, and then we're going to discuss his music a little bit. But what do you got lined up for us here in a little bit, man? How many songs are you going to do for us tonight?
Well, I
know
got
you picked
4.
an eclectic mix, yeah.
I sure have a bit of everything. A bit of Dread Circus, a bit of Dacia, a bit of Dread Circus, maybe some Kindercore. I don't know. I'll decide as it goes, yeah? But there's going to be a bit of everything. Some acoustic, some metal, some backing track stuff to my original Dread Circus music. Bit of everything. I want to mix it up. I want to show you the full spectrum of what I do.
Right on. And we'll talk about what your channel's about too, and all your iOS apps and stuff like that, man. A lot of educational stuff going on over there. Mr. Mike Haggith, you are up next. We're going to play a few of your videos. I think one's The Catalyst, and then the next one is Morning Star we're going to play. Do you want to give us a little insight on who you are, where you came from, what your musical background is, when it all started for you, and what got you into music in the first place?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a Canadian singer-songwriter type of guy who
I won't hold that
played
against
in
you.
heavier bands, and now I'm out on my own doing the more kind of unplugged kind of stuff. And it's been super fun. So kind of where I came from. Well, I'm 30 years old, so about 31 years ago, I guess my dad took my mom out on a date, and
Right on.
anyway, that was about the making of. So now we got that out of the way. I started. I just kind of started writing music when I was like super, super young. Like I think I wrote my first song when I was like 6 years old, and it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. I don't think anyway. But
Can you sing a few bars of your first song, man? Do you remember it?
Oh, of course the lyrics are escaping me, but I did record a 2011 version of it, so maybe I'll email that to you after the link, because I think it's on my channel. The song's
Yeah.
called "I Love You." Anyways, it's on my channel somewhere. I'm sure somebody could dig it up if they wanted to, in the Wayback section of that channel. But yeah, so I've just always sort of kind of, I guess, turned to like writing music and stuff. It was always just like a good outlet for the things that, I maybe wasn't comfortable talking about or didn't quite like know how to talk about. So it's just always kind of been with me. It's been like a super therapeutic element. I recorded my first tape when I was 13, and I have sent you some older stuff, but
Yeah.
nothing from that fucking tape is on it. Tell you that
Yeah.
much. um, I do have it digitized in a Google Drive, but that is locked behind several layers of protection and will stay
Yeah.
there for the betterment of
Encryptions
humanity
and
for
all
all
kinds of
time.
stuff.
Um,
Right
yeah.
on.
So recorded a lot of tapes. That first tape was recorded in 2005. Just My parents split when I was 10, so I recorded my first tape at 13 on a Pioneer deck at my dad's place. So I'd go
Right
there
on.
every other weekend, and one of the things I would do is I'd record, another tape of another Mike Haggith tape, the super hot thing that nobody else was listening to. Um, and then about 2009, I really started to get into the magical DAW that is Audacity,
Yeah.
if you want to call it a DAW. I guess technically you could. Um, and so I started to do like digital multi-tracking type of stuff with that. And I did that for a great number of years. And now my more recent work is largely done on my iPad right here in GarageBand.
Right on.
And yeah, so this entire CD from 2020 called If Ever Comes the Day was recorded exclusively on GarageBand. And then my most recent album, Bridges. Yes, this is the LP.
Right on.
This
And
album
what's the
was
name of that again?
Bridges.
Okay. Where can people find you and get a hold of most of your social media? Where are you mostly at? I know you came over from Facebook. YouTube is relatively new to you, I guess. You've been on YouTube for a while, but as far as sharing your music out and stuff, you just recently got into trying to get involved in communities and see what's going on and stuff. And I'm not
Yeah.
sure how did you actually find this show? Were you introduced to it by somebody, or did you just stumble across it?
Oh, yes, I was absolutely referred by a friend, and I don't know if he's in the chat tonight because I can't see the chat, but good old Mr. Gortium85, also known as
Okay,
Brad. Um,
right on.
he and I are buddies from Sault Ste. Marie, so we go pretty far back. We used to get our bands together and play shows together. Actually, super
Right
cool
on.
guy. Love the dude. He makes amazing stuff, and I've been a big fan of his for years. So basically, yeah, I've mainly just concentrated a lot of my efforts to Facebook. Um, and I had a personal Instagram, which I've sort of started to post more and more music stuff on lately. But I feel like I'm maybe just like the majority of musician types who don't necessarily appreciate YouTube for what it is. And for a lot of years, YouTube was just one of those dumping grounds, where it was like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, so I'm setting up my socials and I'll make a YouTube channel and that's where I'm going to throw like my music and my videos and whatever. And it just kind of became the dumping ground of stuff that I would throw up there. And then I would just shoot right back to Facebook and do all my engagement with people. And then every now and then I
Yeah.
post a link and be like, go watch this lyric video on Facebook or on YouTube. And it would get like 12 views over 5 years or whatever.
So
And I
can you get the
yeah.
kind of personal engagement and dialogue that you get from Facebook over here on YouTube like you're doing now? I mean, is this something that you prefer other than what you do on Facebook? Because I would think that that's so impersonal, I guess, or whatever it's a. And this is
Yeah.
more, we got live people over here. We're talking. We're from all different parts of the world. Jade's Australia, you're Canada, I'm Alaska. We're
No,
basically on the
exactly.
same. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
yeah. So I just never knew that this part of YouTube existed, I guess, like
Yeah.
where people get together and we do these kinds of shows and we can, you know, take a couple hours out of our night a couple times a week and just go and listen to other folks like us and pump each other up in the comments. And we
Yeah.
all kind of need that, when we're kind of ripping out a part of our soul and putting it into something. It's nice when you can show that to people and they kind of sit
Yeah.
there and they gas you up a little bit, and they really
Yeah.
like what you're doing, and they show interest in that. So I never knew that this existed. And then when I wanted to start focusing a bit more on YouTube, because you're right, Facebook, especially over the last few years, it's just become very algorithmic and
Yeah.
very impersonal, and it's very, very pay to play, and I'm not about that. I'm not about that when I play live. I'm not about that when I'm sitting on my damn computer. If
Right
I've got
on.
something I want to share with people, I don't want to put a 20 behind it just to deliver it to people.
Right
Um,
on. Right on.
yeah, so I stumbled into, initially it was Thomas Christ and Pete Johns, and then those were the two channels initially that Gortium was like, yeah, go check these guys out, and then from there broadened out to this channel here, and I've been subbed to Jade for about a month or two, and there's just so much cool looking content, and I have very little spare time, so I keep bookmarking videos, and I'm like,
Yeah.
eventually I'm going to take the deep dive into this iOS stuff, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do, and I've yet to,
Check
because
out
I'm
the interview
terrible
Jay did
person.
with the hippie, man. Yeah, check that one out.
Yeah, I'd love to. I think that'd be super
Shameless.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool because he started out the show with "son of a bitch." So what the?
I wish I could. I wish I could fix that. Oh, well.
Yeah, no, keep it, man. That cracks me up every time I hear it, man. What the hell? She's back. Come on.
Sounds like me last night cursing out my equipment during sound check, going, that piece that crap
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, I know.
Right on.
That was a rough time.
Jade, I know you just met Mike here a little while ago, or you only knew of him for a little bit. What's your kind of a first impressions? Have you heard any of his music yet?
No, I love his music. I just posted a link. Did you not see my links?
Right
I
on.
posted a link to his Songwhip page. I've got
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
all his music on Apple Music. So, yeah, I'm a
Right
big
on.
fan. I'm a
Right
big
on.
I
fan.
really appreciate that. Thank you.
So I put his Facebook link there, and if you click the song link, Songwhip link, that'll take you to Spotify, Apple, or whichever one you want to listen to it on, and
Right
you
on.
can save it and go listen to both of his albums because they're both there. The new one, not on vinyl.
Right on. Right on.
I want some vinyl.
There you
Right?
go.
Yeah, man. I don't like vinyl as much as leather, but anyway, they don't make
Well.
leather records.
Personal choice. Yeah, we're not here to shame anybody.
Mike, we're going to play one of your songs here, a video that you posted on YouTube, and it's called The Catalyst. What can you give us about it before we launch into it here?
Yeah, so I'll kind of give you, I guess, a bit of the brief overview on, again, my new album, Bridges. You can learn all about it at MikeHaggith.com. There's the shill I have to do. So basically, this album, I wrote and recorded it right after I moved to the city where I'm living now, which is a little town in a forgotten part of Canada, about 500 miles north of Winnipeg. And I just felt very isolated and very alone. So basically, the Bridges album is 10 different songs, all kind of centered around the theme of isolation from 10 different perspectives. So with that in mind, the song The Catalyst kind of takes that theme and examines it from the feeling of like reminiscence, on a lost love, how you can look back on your life as you grow up, and the things you're proud of and the things you might wish that you could do over. So yeah, that's pretty well the lowdown on that one.
All right. So, people, put some horns up here for Mike Haggith, man. We're going to play a video of his called The Catalyst, man. Official lyrics video. Mike Haggith out of Canada.
I wanna know, is this the way you thought it would be? Was I the one you wanted to see when you returned? You took me by surprise, I must admit. Looking in your eyes, I could not quit. And though I felt a little unfair, you were the one. Ah, yeah. And I remember wasting away the day, and I remember not knowing what to say, and I remember stealing the night away. Do you remember? Do you remember? I remember waiting for far too long, and I remember the love that was too strong, and I remember sleeping the whole night through. But lately I've been missing you. Now I must confess, I think we're in a hell of a mess. It's not my first time here, I guess, knowing it's done. So if you wanna go, take good care. And if you wanna show, I'll be right there. It's just the romantic in me, I swear, 'cause you were the one. Ah, yeah. And I remember wasting away the day, and I remember not knowing what to say, and I remember stealing the night away. Do you remember? Do you remember? I remember waiting for far too long, and I remember the love that was too strong, and I remember sleeping the whole night through. But lately I've been missing you. And lately I've been missing you. Lately I've been missing you. Well, I remember wasting away the day, and I remember not knowing what to say, and I remember stealing the night away. Do you remember? Do you remember? I remember waiting for far too long, and I remember the love that was too strong, and I remember sleeping the whole night through. Lately I've been missing you. Yeah, lately I've been missing you. Lately I've been missing you.
Boom. Mike Haggith out of Canada, man. Get some horns up there. The song is called The Catalyst, man. Awesome stuff. Right on, right on, right on. Boom.
Right on.
Jade, what do you think of that one, man?
I think, boom,
Boom.
bang. That's awesome. It was wicked.
I'll be the boom.
What
you
did
be
you
the
record
bang.
that? What did you use to record that with?
For the Bridges album, even though it's my latest album, it was recorded predominantly before I switched to the iPad. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to use GarageBand for that. So for the Bridges album, it was actually, when I put together a lot of the instrumentals, it was a mix of predominantly Audacity, with a lot of pre-recorded like drums and stuff like that. And then I took a lot of like just sampled notes of instruments and stuff out of programs like Guitar Pro and like Finale and shit like that. You remember those back in the
Yeah,
day?
yeah.
And then my producer took all of those, tracked the vocals, and then we redid a whole bunch of stuff. And he used mostly Reaper. So, yeah, that one's a little bit of the kitchen sink in terms of production and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, nobody listens to an album and goes, you know, that's a good song, but I don't know, it was recorded in Reaper, so I don't think I can listen to it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, nobody, if that ever happens, really, who knows, it is an odd world. Somebody somewhere probably thinks that way, but it doesn't
I'm
matter what
quite
you
sure.
record on. It's all
Yeah,
ones and
there
zeros,
are
man.
quite a
It's all
few.
ones and zeros.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do what works for you, man. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
A door is a door is a door is a door unless it's a window.
Yeah, there you go.
That's good advice.
Right on.
That's
So
a
we
good,
got
that's a
morning,
good quote. I dig that.
Mike. We got Morning Star coming up here. What do you want to put out there for that one, man?
Yeah.
Name,
so
name of the
actually,
album it comes off of, when you wrote it, what it's about, all that stuff.
For sure. So Morning Star is kind of a special one because it came from this album that I keep talking about, If Ever Comes the Day. This one I released in
Where can people
May
get
of
that album?
2020.
Where can they purchase it?
You can go to the music store section on MikeHaggith.com, and you can order it right there, and you can get a copy shipped directly to your house. And when you purchase the compact disc, I will email you a digital download that you can have as soon as you get the email.
Right
and
on.
you can download that and have it. So yeah, super cool. And then of course, if you buy an album in the month of March 2022, where we are right now, I'm going to donate 100% of all of that money to United Help Ukraine because I just don't like conflict. But yeah, so Morning Star was the first song ever that I recorded in GarageBand for the iPad. I kind of had like a loose idea for a song, and it just sort of took on a bit of a writing and recording exercise. Mainly, I just wanted to screw around. My airline bought me that iPad when I started flying for them. So about 3.5 years ago.
Tell people a little bit about who you are as an individual and what you might do for a living. And I thought it was very cool that you were a pilot.
I suppose I buried that lead a bit, didn't I? So I am an airline pilot. So actually, that's why I moved to Sault Ste. Marie, because that's where I attended flight school. And then, of course, that's where I met the whole Sioux crew that I think is all hanging out down in the chat and having a good old time as always. So I lived in Sault Ste. Marie for 7 years, and now I live up in the frozen, hellish Canadian North. Doing what I love to do. I'm the captain on a 19-seat commuter plane, and loving in just about every minute of it, even those days when it's 40 below. But yeah, so like a lot of airlines, we used to carry paper charts for all our approaches, our navigation, all that crap. Well, that's all gone out the wayside now, and I'm glad it has. It's eliminated so much stupid paper waste. It's unreal. But we just do everything on these iPads right here. We have all our charts and all that stuff. So the airline was nice enough to provide me with this iPad a little over 3 years ago. And you should have seen.
But can you fly your plane from an iPad?
No, not yet. Not yet. But that would have been
drones and whatnot.
I could have worked from home.
Mike, can I ask? Do you find do you get more nervous flying a plane or playing a gig live?
I don't really get. Yeah, you know what? It would be more playing live, honestly. But it's the good time.
So you have people's lives in the balance of your hand, and you get more nervous entertaining people. That's it.
You know what? I'll tell you right now what it is when you're flying a plane, it's just hands and feet, just man and machine, and And that's all it is. It's all just second nature. You're looking out the window, you're looking down at your screen, you know what to do, and you just do it. You can pretty well shut your brain off and land an airplane these days. If
you're not giving people a lot of comfort about flying right
there goes
now.
my
bro.
holiday to Thailand out the window. I'm not going to Thailand in June now at all. Screw that. The pilot's got his eyes closed.
You hands off the yoke, you do that, you lick the window a little. It's great. It's fantastic.
Hey, do you know I have a YouTube channel? It's on the. Get out your iPads, man.
Fuel a bit before you go. Make sure it's. Oh yeah, let's go. And you're all good.
Ladies and gentlemen in the cabin, if you want to take a look at your iPad and check out MikeHaggith.com, check out my music. If you don't, I'm going to crash the plane. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's one of those, ladies and gentlemen. Now my band's demo started just playing over the PA. But if you like what you hear, there's a Bandcamp card in your seatback pocket. So tell your friends.
Go donate, download.
I want to go on that flight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's check this out. Let's check this out, Mike. We're going to play Morning Star for the fans over here, man. And I think he got quite a few more, man. If you guys are digging what Mike's putting down, what Brad Example's putting down, and what Jade will be putting down here shortly, make sure you're clicking on their links, going over and subbing them up, helping them out, man. Let them know that you actually give a damn about what they're putting down for the community and stuff, and as an individual and as an artist, man. These guys put their heart and soul into what it is they're creating, and we want you to go over and support them as much as you possibly can, man. And it doesn't hurt to sub up and hit that like button. And while you're at it, hit the Hippie's like button if you're digging what's going on here tonight. Let's check out Mike Haggith, man. Morning Star.
I should have met you in the summer. That could have been your souvenir. And I've always thought it quite the bummer when you two don't come in clear. I think I met you in the daytime while we were clinging to our youth. It's in the middle of the night, things are hardly black and white when the lies become the truth. I guess I really missed the way that you called my name. Oh no, I never quite did it just the same. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. I need you, and I need you. We used to go down to the river, well, we were talking on and on. We would slip into the park just a little after dark when the magic was gone. I guess I really missed the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, why'd you disappear when the life was there? You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. Oh, baby, I need you, I need you. And I see the love watching the phone. I feel the light started shining through, and I don't know why I sit and cry, faced with the prospect of losing you. You know it's time to go, and you need to know that I've been happier to see it through. And it's such a shame we play this game. Oh, is this something that I've got to do? Or is this something I forgot to do? I guess I really missed the way that you call my name. Oh no, I never quite did it just the same. You'll never be alone, I'll always be your friend. I guess I really missed the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, why'd you disappear when the love was there? You'll never I need you. I need you.
Yeah.
Right on, right on. Mike Haggith, everybody, out of Canada, man. Jade, what do you think of that one?
Awesome. Man, my head was bopping. Do I need words? I'm a bopping. You know, hey, look, if you can get somebody's head moving, you're doing okay. It's when...
Yeah, man.
Except metal, you know, I think anybody who's been to a metal club, you're probably used to people standing there like this because metalheads are judgmental mothers. But, yeah, if you can get a head bopping, man, you're rocking.
Right on.
I appreciate that. And everybody in the comments is so nice. Really, really appreciate that. So Morningstar was the first one that I ever recorded with GarageBand after seeing that it was installed on the iPad. And so I was really just kind of screwing around with it and just seeing, like, can I actually record with this thing? And then, yeah, it just kind of turned out. And I was like, well, shit, I should do more like this.
Boom.
And then the album was born. It's cool when that happened.
Cool deal, man.
Yeah.
Audible. Let me give a few shout outs to some people that popped in here, man. Conspiracy Media, Feisty Feather, Ruffalo, boom. You Caldwell, The Padded Pedal Room, Patrick Chandler, Audible, what's up, man? Lureeality, Preston Smith, Gordium85, what's up? Patrick Chandler, Ian Luckett, The Foul Crow, Wayek, Joe Glenn, just to name a few, Sean Aaron's in the chat also, man, and Jack Flash, man, and Kim Harden Hudson, Janice Lala, had to step out and go away. Sorry to hear that, Janice. So what do you think about this live format, Jade? Do you think it's going to take off? Do you think people should get involved in it?
Oh, it's terrible. It's utter rubbish. I don't know why. Dude, of course, man. It's what you needed. I think it's what's needed. I think it gives a chance for and people. I think more people. Hopefully, you guys in the chat, more of you will get up here and do it. And because it doesn't matter what gear you've got. It just as long as you can get some kind of clear signal. I mean, Brad's going through a mic. You can do it. It is doable. But most people have a interface. I think it's just going to get better and better.
I hope so too, man. Guys, do not be bashful. If you think and you have the equipment, a minimal amount of equipment to get on here and go live, you can do this too, man. Don't be scared of what you got. We always do sound checks for people before they come on the show. Jade's like a superstar, rock star with all the audio stuff, but even every once in a while, she'll come into a glitch. Mike has a glitch every once in a while and stuff, but we're all here to help each other figure it all out. Get it worked on, because even with a shitload of knowledge, sometimes something slips your gears, man, and you're just like, dude, you just had to click that button, you dumbass. It's like, hey, we're live.
Once a day that happens.
It happens, man, yeah. When you go live, anything could happen, man, but that's part of the show, man. That's what makes it fun. Making mistakes and laughing at yourself. Big dumb goof. You know what I mean? Boom. Boom. Yeah, you screwed that one up. Yeah,
man, I've got your boom sampled here.
Boom. Oh yeah, I keep thinking that's you doing it. I do it myself. Boom. Well, Jay does it. I'm gonna boom her back.
I got it set to a button. I can press a button anytime, and
boom. Right on.
I love it. It's my boom button.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Check this out. Boom. Now is that where that boom comes from?
That's where that one comes from. It's
boom.
Boom. It's the exact same one.
Right on. Boom. So, Mike, how are you enjoying the show? Do you think a format like this is needed? What do you think about when you said, "Hey, Hippie, I'll come on, I'll try it. Can you check this out?" What did you think about coming on here live? And are you planning on gearing up and getting the minimal or whatever it is you need to do to get into the broadcasting or the live?
Oh yeah, Yeah, big
part of the
time.
stuff that goes on here.
I love the show. Like this is so cool, right? Because we can just like there are a couple different outlets now where a lot of us can kind of just share our music. You know, like I can send you an email, right? And I can send you a link to a song and be like, hey, you mind giving this one a spin on your next show? You know, I'm real
Right
proud of
on.
it. And we could just play the song for folks, and you know they can listen to it. And more times than not, you know, folks are pretty happy with it, and that's
Right
all
on.
really really solid. But this is cool, right? Because now we can sit here and we can hang out and we can talk about, you know, ourselves and the things that led us to make
Yeah.
what we did, right? Like this is awesome. Like just sitting here and hanging out, and you know, just it gives us another kind of element to our craft, I think, that we can share, right? And it's
Yeah, I think it's the
super
next
awesome.
evolution of YouTube.
Oh
As
yeah.
far as this channel goes, as far as sharing music, I mean, live was just the next step. You know,
Oh,
it,
big
it took
time.
me it took me a while to figure out, and it took a lot of time to figure out. Well, it took a lot of time to get people enough people in the community that could go live and can go live and don't have a problem performing live, in order for this show to be able to even happen and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
about 2 years in the making. I've been thinking about. I've always thought about bringing people live, but you have to have a. You can't have the same people on all week, every other week. You have to have a variety. And now that the community's gotten a lot bigger, and there's a bigger variety of people that can go live and do this kind of stuff, I think that was the time of it. That's why I took a month off to figure out all this stuff, trying to figure out how I wanted to get the show going, what's the next
Yeah.
step for my show, and stuff like that. How do I share people's music in the best way possible? And I just thought going live would be the next evolution for my show and for the community getting their stuff out there too, man. I
I
hope a
think it
lot of
really
people
is.
do it. Yeah, I
It,
hope a
like
lot
this,
of people do it.
this is a good, good call. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be gearing up. I was getting real excited, you know, to bust out the acoustic and play Wonderwall
Yeah.
for 24 minutes for you tonight. But yeah, bad audio fucked that up in the sound check. So, but
Yeah.
you know, it was a great idea you guys had last night, right? You know, well, Mike will get you on anyway, even if you just hang out. And you know,
Yeah.
like all I was using at the time was just this crappy podcasting mic, and it just wasn't quite good enough to capture the vocals and the guitar at the same time. That was basically the issue we had in sound check
Yeah.
last night. So like it was a really really good idea that you guys had. Like just well, come on and you know just shoot us some video links and then
Yeah.
you know we'll count that as you know you playing and then you still hang out with us and I love this, you know, just being able to sit back and you know just hang out and
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm hoping we can
it's
get
too
you on
cool.
live and stuff. Show people that fantastic guitar you got.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want people to see that.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is a beautiful instrument. I very much don't deserve it because I only know how to play about 8 chords. So I mean, yeah, I certainly don't deserve this. So this is an Italian made. The brand is Echo or Eco. I can't really tell for sure how they pronounce it, but basically, this is an Italian made 12 string acoustic that my uncle bought for himself as an 18th birthday present back in the beautiful year of 1975. And then when he and my aunt were decluttering last year, they passed this along to me. And
Sweet.
currently recording a new album, and this will be part of the sessions once I get to the acoustic guitar tracks. And I am so excited to figure out how this is going to sound on tape. I'm just,
Just give us a couple strums. You don't have to get into anything, but just
oh
give
yeah,
people a good idea of the sound.
oh yeah, all right. You know what those
Sweet.
3 chords are the beginning of, right? That's Free Bird, everybody. It's a new song I wrote. It's going to be a banger. And yeah. So anyway, get ready for that. Freebird dropping
Right
on a
on.
new record.
Original.
Smart
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
everywhere.
that's good. Everybody's already been shouting for it at the bar, and I haven't even written the fucking thing yet. So
There you go.
it's a success already.
Right on, right on. Boom.
All right, yeah.
So, Mike, how much do you know about Jade, and how did you get introduced to Jade? Because she's going to be up next doing a few of her songs for us, and then we're going to come back around to Brad, and then we'll come back and play 2 more videos from you, and then we're going to let Jade close out the show tonight with some kick-ass tunes and stuff.
So I came across Jade's channel through Pete Johns. Pete Johns, I think he might have been in the chat earlier. I think I saw a comment pop up at one point. From Y'all Music Live. Nope, not doing that. I got to flip myself upside down, I think. Is it?
Or as Pete would
cool.
say,
you're down in Australia and you're not upside down. I think that's super cool. You got the camera correction. So getting into Pete John's show, of course, Jade Star starts popping up in the recommended channels, and I'm like, well, who is this? And so like I was saying earlier, I've got like probably about 25 of your videos tabbed off. But the problem now is because I haven't been able to catch one live, and so I just keep tabbing one off every time because I'm like, oh, this looks super informative, and I want to learn about this. Boom, tab it off. Well, now it's become a white elephant where I'm like, I need like 36 consecutive hours off to start digesting the channel. So I will be the first to admit I have yet to take the dive. But it is strictly because I've given myself so much anxiety about it. And I'm just waiting
How much of Jade's music have you actually listened to? Is there anything that Jade does that really just like trips your trigger? And you just dig immensely, or what?
Again, as far as the music goes, that's kind of the cool thing is I haven't actually had a chance to hear very much of it. So when we were in sound check yesterday, and you just got the guitar going and all these things, and just sitting
started barking.
Yeah, like just all these cool things that you're talking about, and all the different content and the different sounds that you're getting out of your instrument. That kind of flipped the light switch in my head where I was like, I have
to check her out
absolutely
more, right?
no excuse for waiting this long. So yeah, you're tabbed off, and I've got a couple days off starting tomorrow as I gear up for my Thursday Night Live over on Facebook, and I will absolutely be taking the deep dive. But I'm positive.
I play live every weekend. I do a live stream I play music every weekend.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's good fun.
Jade, what are you calling those shows when you go live?
The opening hour, because Pete does the happy hour. So when I met up with Pete in Adelaide and we got drunk at the pub, I was like, hey, man, I'd love to open for you. I could be the opening hour. So that's where that came from.
Right on.
So it works, man, because, Pete's ready every weekend with the happy hour, or sometimes it's the fancy pants hour or the best friends hour or whatever stupid name he comes up with. I don't know. But mine's the opening hour because I'm the opening act. And I like being the opening act. You get to warm people up.
Right on, man.
Feel them up before the show.
There's a lot less pressure when
lot
you're
of
not
times,
the headliner too.
Yeah.
A lot of times you guys go on. I mean, you'll go on and then Pete will come on. You guys kind of tag team your shows and stuff. So you get a good 2 power hours of awesome stuff going on. You'll bark and do whatever it is you're going to do. And then Pete will just come in and mellow you right back out, man.
Exactly. I'm the hype bitch. I hype everyone up, then Pete comes in and he just mellows everyone out, and then
you're the
get on with
fluffer.
your night.
There we go.
I am the fluffer.
Yeah.
With my fleshlight.
There you go.
Hashtag fleshlight.
Right on.
Oh man, wasn't that a thing? Jeez.
Oh yeah. Mikey should have been there, bro. For the community at the end of the month, usually if there's enough cash in the kitty to give away stuff, I get T-shirts for the community stuff, and I usually give away 5 T-shirts or so at the end of the month, and whatever else I can come up with behind the scenes. But I always ask people in the community, I say, come up with a hashtag that just makes me laugh or chuckle and stuff. So everybody's like rolling stuff. All of a sudden, fleshlight comes. I couldn't contain it. And that became the word everybody had to use to send me an email. They had to put hashtag fleshlight in the subject, and they were entered in to win a. I think I got some of the most entries off of that one than I did a lot of other ones, man. So a lot of people were down with the flashlight, man. Like,
Yep, everyone loves a flashlight, man. They don't talk back.
bunch of lonely guys over here, you know what I'm saying? So, so hey,
You don't have to buy them dinner.
yeah, but I digress. Oh. So Jade, what do you got for us, man? Are you ready to bark our faces off, man?
I'm ready. I'm gonna open with a Dread Circus track today with the backing track that I normally use when I play live. This is a song called Truth, and there's 2 versions of it. There's one that's on my album, which is nearly finished. It's been 8 years in the making, but this is a version I do of it. It's kind of like a more mellow. All the drums are being taken out of it. It's more like a piano version. I do this live to this backing track. So yeah, that's what I'm going to kick off with.
All right, we got a quick question there from Patrick Chandler for you.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Hang on. What would be the minimal connection requirements for the live stream? For this live stream to come on here, I'm going to always suggest if you're coming onto a live stream, look, I love my iPads and all that stuff, but I think a PC is always the best way to go. And definitely a wired connection. With my setup here, if I can pull this down, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's grab this extra camera. I'll show you guys. So let's go here. So my iPad is continuously connected to a... see that? There's a thing back there. Probably the red light, you can't see it. This thing here. This has an Ethernet connected to it. So, I permanently have Ethernet connected to my iPad. I think for streaming, the best thing to do always is to use Ethernet because you're guaranteed to get the best speeds and no hassles. And a computer, if you don't have, the ability to attach something to your iPad, I just think it's the best way to go. And more people have PCs or Macs, and then you can just attach your interface to it. I think, the quality of unless you have the specific gear to stream from an iPad. But, it's not ideal. Hippie, you've gone silent. I can't hear you.
No, I can't hear him either.
No, you're muted, Hippie. There you are.
Hey, he's back. Goof.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Pete
was
Johns.
saying. Yeah, right. Oh, hey, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah, Patrick, what I was saying is that a minimal is just to have an interface and a decent mic, and the odds are you can come on this show and perform as long as you have things set up right, and that's why we do sound checks. But if you have that minimal gear, which is a interface and a decent microphone, you should be able to come on. I would recommend an SM58 as a minimal microphone. You can get cheaper stuff, but then you're going to get what you pay for. But SM58 is tried and true. It's a good audio mic. You may have to come up on it a little bit like I do with my with this SM7B here. So you're going to have to come up on it and speak into it. But if you do that and you get the minimum of a Scarlett Solo or a 2i2, which is what I would recommend, that's like 200 and some bucks, and the SM58 is about 110 bucks here in the US. So for about 300 bucks, if you look for a couple deals, that's the minimum recommendation that I would give. For iOS stuff, you would have to talk to Jade about what you would actually need for that, and Mac users, whatever's going on, I have no idea there. So you guys are going to have to talk to Jade about that one. But PC, that's what I would recommend. But I encourage anybody out there that actually wants to come on this show and be a part of this to do it, man. Just come on. If we can't get your audio sorted out, we'll ask you to go ahead and get this gear if you can afford it, and it'll get you into the next level of your music stuff, which is performing live here on the Metalhead Hippie channel or anywhere else on your channel or anybody else's channel. It just gives you an avenue to become part of or more a part of what's going on here in this community by going live and being able to talk to people live like this.
See, Kim has a good point there. With an audio interface and going into an iPad, this is where the problem lies, because the audio interface is split your sound. If you've got a guitar in and a mic in, it splits it to a left and right channel. So, I mean, you can, obviously in a computer, you can put that into a DAW and sort that out. So you can do that in a DAW, but in an iPad, it's a little bit harder. I mean, I'm always going to recommend having something like this, because these are pretty cheap. This is a Yamaha MG10XU. They are the standard for streaming. They put out a single stereo line, and you can plug in, your multiple mics or guitars in there. You've got a compressor. These things are like, they're dirt cheap. And my one's only just died after like 3 years, and I've just updated to this one here with sliders instead of knobs. But yeah, these are the way to go. Definitely for live streaming. I can't recommend having a mixer enough. They are a godsend for that kind of stuff.
I guess that depends on what size flashlight you need.
Well, yeah. And mixers, you don't have to take them out for dinner either.
Yeah.
You can put a 9-volt
you.
at the very back too, and then you get a little zap if you're doing it right. Yeah, good time.
That's this.
Good deal, man. Ruffalo, welcome. Wick, we'll see you later. Squire Telecaster, welcome. Boomer, welcome, bro. Glad you got your shirt too, man. Awesome stuff. Dwight the Hitman Bailey's in the house. What's up?
Oh,
Good deal. So, Jade, back to you. Sorry about that little.
It's good.
We all got sidetracked, but hey.
All good.
What are you coming up for us? What do you got for us, man?
This is Truth. This is a song I wrote when I look at the world and I see everybody divided and I see everybody fighting over just dumb shit. And there's so much hate, man. Everyone hates each other for just the dumbest reasons. It's either left or right. It's either gay or straight. It's either trans or whatever. It's black or white. It's just this, it's so meaningless. And I see a lot of people online fighting and throwing around the word truth. And I'm a truther. And I know the truth and you don't. And I need to tell you the truth. And the truth is simple, man. It's just decency. It's just don't be a dick. That's it. So this song is about that. It is. I've tried to cover as many topics as I can in it, and from religion to war to everything. But it's all in one song, and it's not a political thing. It's just true. Just don't shit where you eat, man. And we eat with each other. Yeah. So that's what the song's about.
Don't be
so
a
cool.
dick.
Shall we do it? Let's kick it off.
Let's do it, man. Right on. Jade Star, everybody out of Australia, man. Get him, Jade.
Truth. How can anybody justify the greed and endless overbreeding? When 3/4 of our species still need feeding. Slavery rewards its medication to eradicate our feelings. Religious dogma, fear or guilt are burning hell for not believing. Stand up, it is never too late to change your life. Just speak the truth and we all can be free. The number 42 is our best answer to validate our meaning. Distracted by the gadgets in our hands, on demand change is killing Mother Earth, her creatures now the ocean's bleeding. The system's fucked in every year, the poverty and the suffering's increasing. Divided left or right, they're lying in plain sight as we fight. We must unite. You know I'm right, I'm not wrong. The truth is in this song. The truth is in this song. How can anybody hate the joy of love between two human beings? Diversity is strength and not a weakness. We should be teaching. Life's become so valueless, our children die in wars that have no meaning. We're blinded by corruption, there's no value in the money that we're seeking. Stand up, it is never too late to change your life. Just speak the truth and we all can be free. Movie idiocracy is the reality that we're creating. Social media collects our info to control our wants and needs. The truth is lies are now accepted as the truth in our communicating. The system's fucked and no one cares or listens to our words manipulated. Divided left or right, they're lying in plain sight as we fight. We must unite. You know I'm right, I'm not wrong. The truth is in this song. The truth is in this song. Stand up, it is never too late. Just speak the
Boom.
Hey, thank you all for really nice comments in the chat. Love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Many great comments over there for you,
Yeah,
Jade.
you guys rock.
Awesome stuff. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I was talking about. Not everybody can come up here and perform live, but when you do, bring your A game like Jade just did, man. Do your very best when you come on here, man. Show yourself in the best light
A few
possible.
bad notes
man.
in there, man. Jesus.
Yeah, a little couple squeakers, but that's expected. Man. I mean, you are
It's live,
sucking back
man.
on a robo,
It's live.
you know.
Yeah, I am. I haven't warmed up to it, so
Yeah.
normally need a 20-minute warm up.
Yeah, there you go. Look at
It's
that.
live.
Man.
It's got that authenticity to it. I
on,
gotta
man.
say
Thank
that. I'm so glad that's the first Jade Star song I've ever actually like heard,
Thank
start to
you.
finish. Because that's fucking incredible. Absolutely. Just,
Hell yeah.
When I
that's
used to sing, when I wrote that, I used to sing and I used to cry. I used to burst into tears every time I'd sing it. And I've got better now. It's like you get desensitized
Yeah.
to it. You know, when you first write something like that, you just, every time you hit note, read these lyrics, you're like, oh my God, man. There's so much truth in it. It's like just a constant slap in the face. I'm shocked I even wrote it.
Yeah.
Coming from somebody who writes songs in FMC called, Cock-Fed Nun, who knew I could write meaningful songs as well.
Yeah. So somebody did a special take on that. You want to talk about that?
No, I don't think anybody's done one on that one.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought that was Ingo that did that one. Or was that another one?
No, do what makes you happy. No, there's been a couple of people Ingo added some music to Do What Makes You Happy, which I'm going to do as well.
Okay.
He added a whole bunch of orchestral stuff. Also, Night Train 1988 did a cover of one of my songs too, Freak, which was awesome. I was really blown away.
That's that chick that does that stuff. You finally got in touch with her, right? Is that who you're talking about?
Who? Night Train.
There's a girl that plays the piano and does a lot of stuff that you were talking about, asking her to do some type of collaboration with you. I thought that's who you were talking about.
Oh no, I'm doing a collaboration of one of her songs at the moment. But I have asked Ingo to actually play to add his orchestral stuff to the finished version of Do What Makes You Happy on the album. So that is going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome.
Sweet, man. Awesome.
I saw some people in the chat saying Metheist, and I wasn't going to play Metheist, but I was going to play two Desir songs, but I know Metheist was played a hell of a lot on this show, so I was going to play some Metheist next.
Yeah, do whatever trips your trigger, man, because it's
change
it's all
things
good.
up.
It's all good, man.
Let me do.
So, Mike, you were really digging that, right? That's the first time you really listened into a Jade Star song.
Yeah, big time. And I just, man, I love everything about it. The composition itself is really, really nice, and like just so many unique layers to it. And I mean, vocally, it's incredible. Gives me like those classic like Meatloaf vibes, like that operatic sort of rock vibe, which I absolutely love. That's like the stuff that I grew up listening to, and I'm big on, well, like I was saying earlier when we were talking about Brad's stuff, right? Like I'm big on music that's written, with a purpose, not just for the sake of writing stuff. Sometimes that can be really fun, but when you've really got something to say and you can just put it as awesomely as that, like absolutely every element of that, man, just hit it right out of the park.
Thank you so much.
Absolute pleasure to hear that.
Jade, do song ideas of a personal nature come faster, or do song ideas come faster, and are they easier to write? Or do you always feel like they have to have some type of personal meaning of life experience? Or can you envision like a topic that you want to sing and write about and then come up with the lyrics that way? What do you find is easier? The stuff you actually understand and feel inside, or just stuff that you pull in from the outside world? What's easier for you as an artist to write music to? Stuff happening in the world, or stuff happening in your heart and in your head?
I think because I perform music in several different projects. I think I have 7 projects running at the moment, and they're all very different from each other. I need to have this amount of projects to keep my brain going, or else I'll end up going bananas. I get so emotionally invested in my Dread Circus stuff. That was Dread Circus stuff. That's my main vehicle, and I write so deeply from the heart. I want to sing like I'm with the depth of slashing a wrist. I know it sounds terrible. I want to leave a scar, and it's just a part of me. And there's so much that happens in the outside world that gives you material, and there's so much that goes on inside being a trans person as well. All that shit that is a thing. And the way the world interacts with me, and the way I have so much hate generated towards me from the world, that I try and push back with music. I have no time for hate anymore. I even though I sing in death metal bands and a lot of the stuff can be taken as hateful, there's still the same amount of depth. Unless it's something like FMC, where I have FMC, which is this total other outlet where I can just be childish and sing songs about having sex with birds and just stupid stuff. I think you need to have, if you're writing from the heart and you write so passionately, you need to have other outlets to be fun, or it'll crush you. It will really crush you to try and continue to do that. I mean, music is a relationship, you know. You're in a relationship with it, and if you get too much of one thing, oh man, it can go wrong. So having metal, having fun stuff like utensils, where I just do total noise, and you need that outlet. So, but the world gives you plenty of stuff to write about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The world is a constant barrage of stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, man, I played just about everything that you do here on the channel and stuff. As far as your, Desir, your stuff with Kev Hart, your other stuff, even an FMC tune here and there. Yeah, man. So a very, very eclectic, very different. You're never going to be disappointed when you go over to your channel and stuff, because somebody's going to have something they like, whether they're a metalhead or just a flaming punk or just a straight up, want to hear a sob story.
Man, I was singing
the
Joe
the
Cocker
hippie
a
made
few
you
weeks
cry
ago.
once. What's that?
Yeah, one of my opening hours, I was singing Joe Cocker a few weeks ago. Unchain my heart. Oh man, it was
I've
awesome.
seen that.
Such a
I had to watch it in
banger.
rerun, but I saw it.
I love doing that stuff. I love doing a bit of George Michael, and look, I've always been I can't stick to one musical style. I'm a bit like Frank Zappa. Look, Frank Zappa's my god. Mike Patton is my
Don't the yellow snow.
Mike Patton is everything, to me. I love the way he is able to take from all these different genres and put them out into the world as whatever. I love not labeling myself, because I find labels very restricting, even as a metalhead. I love my metal. I used to be a very heavy, just focused on metal only. Yeah. And it wasn't good, because I found I was missing a lot of other great music that I could combine with metal, I want to do jazz metal. I want to do funk metal. I want to do... the only music I don't really get into is silence.
Yeah, right on.
Because some people try and release that as music. People are weird. But yeah. So I'm going to play a Metheist song.
Right on.
So Metheist, I'll tell you a bit about it. It came about on my channel. Pete Johns does this Songtember thing every year, where he does a month and encourages people to write music, write a song and release it by the end of the month. And me, being a dick, was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do 3 songs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a video clip, and I'm going to do all this stuff. And it was really hard, but it created this Metheist thing. And the meaning behind Metheist is there's so many people pushing religion on us these days, and there are theist this and theist that and theist this, and they're all so willing to tell you about it. So I decided I'm going to be a Metheist. It doesn't exist. It's me. It's about me, and I don't feel the need to tell you what it is or push it on you.
Right on.
the best kind of theist is the one that doesn't try and shove it down your neck. So that's where Metheist came from. And it was during the lockdown, and the world was very divided. So that's where this song came from, World Divided.
Rock on.
The gospel according to Jade.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the growls happening. All right,
People.
So this is
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, Jade Star, man. Doing a Metheus song. Boom.
World Divided. All right.
World Divided. Rock on, man.
Hopefully I can pull it off. Let's go.
Down the middle, control like puppets. We tear each other down in our freedom. Fighting like children, made of the color, and we hate each other to the point that we become a world divided. No one's united. World divided. Everyone's blinded. World divided. Never united. World divided. We're all slaves in a world divided. Into hatred, consumed with power. We gun each other down without good reason. Fighting like babies over made-up religion. And we shit on each other to the point that we become a world divided, never united. World divided. Everyone's blinded. World divided. Never united. World divided. We're all slaves in a world divided. World divided. No one's united. We're all just slaves in a world divided. World divided. No one united. World divided. Everyone's blinded. World divided. Never united. World divided. We're all slaves in a world divided.
Boom.
Oh,
Shit.
that is catchy.
I feel like my chest is caving in right now.
That
Yeah.
is incredible.
Awesome stuff, man. Horns up for Jade Star, man. Awesome
Thanks,
stuff,
guys.
Jade.
Thank you. Thanks to the show. Thank you, guys. Metal.
Boom to the boom. Where is Bradley Example, man? He needs to come back in here and do 2 more tunes for us, man.
Oh, yeah.
Brad, if you're out there, you're not stepping in dog shit, or your dogs ain't barking and your mic's working, get your ass back here, bro. Poor Brad, man. We love you, Brad, man. Good stuff, man. Awesome
Oh, yeah.
stuff. Boom. Bradley, are you out there?
Brad. What's going on, Brad?
Come on in here. Dog Paw, Andy, Dion, welcome. Good stuff. Boom. Jade, what else you got coming up for us a little later, man? What can folks be looking for?
I'm going to play a Desea track. I'm going to play a Dread Circus on the acoustic guitar. I'm going to break out the acoustic, actually play some guitar. So that's
Okay, so is there, we got those two, but is there something special you want to close with?
I was going
maybe
to
we
close
can
with, I was going to close. Well, oh man.
Hey.
There's a bot. I want to get him as a moderator.
Get him, Jade.
What's going on? Oh, there we go. Too late.
Who got him?
Too slow.
Did Ian get him? Hey.
That's fun.
Ian got
Well,
him.
you know, look, there's two Desea songs I'd love to do, but I want to do a Dread Circus song as well. I mean, so.
Okay.
Because there's Chaos Bringer I'd love to do, because this album's going to be out soon, yeah? I'm going to do a ballad. I'm going to definitely do a ballad.
Well, I want you to do something that is actually coming out soon so people can get a taste of that. Do you have something that hasn't been heard yet that you can give us a little
Well, I
sneaky
just dropped a
preview here?
single. I just dropped a new single
Okay.
for Kindercore, so that just dropped.
Okay.
I can attempt to sing it. I think I've
Is
got
it
the
going to
master.
hurt the hippies' feelings?
Not really. I mean, it's just come out. Like, it came out 2 days ago. It's available. It's Kindercore. Let's see if I can bring up Loopy and remove the vocals from the track. I don't know. It's Kindercore. It's a unique Kindercore. It's like the last one. It's kind of interesting, I guess. Where are the vocals here? Let me work out where the vocals are. I think the vocals are this track, mute, this track, mute, dark green, and I think this track. So yeah, I can try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where are we? What's it called?
You want to do it now or you want to close
Sure.
with it?
No,
All
no.
right, go for it,
now.
man.
What's it called? Kindercore, Relentless Cruelty. There it is.
Right on.
I've never sung it live. So it's now out now on Spotify, Apple Music. I've started making the video clip. It's only just dropped like a day ago. Let's see. All right.
Right
This is
on.
called Relentless Cruelty. It is about factory farming and the cruelty that goes on within the meat industry that many of us aren't aware of because we just get it on a plate, man. And we don't see what goes on.
Well, I eat vegetarians. I know Ian Luckett is a vegetarian, but I don't eat Ian Luckett. You know, man? But yeah, he's not a meat eater, and I can respect that because I was a vegan for many years, man. But I was sticking
Yeah, so was I.
heroin in my arm and shit for trying to live healthy while being a junkie. Go figure.
So
Doesn't
I'll try
work.
playing it. Let's see
rock
what it
on.
sounds like. I've
Go
never
for it.
sung it live before, so this will be new. Let's do it.
Jade Star, man. Rock on. Yeah.
The taste of blood is on our hands. The need to feed
beautiful. Holy shit. Somewhere
Awesome
between like
stuff.
Floyd and Queensryche, man.
I never heard Queensryche for that before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you kidding? That deep, like just really, really grand rock opera type of sound. Just yeah.
So I made that over 7 days on my channel. So you can go back. There's a playlist. It shows the whole construction of the song using a new DAW. See, I'd never used this DAW before. It's called Loopy Pro, and
wow.
basically it's like a looper. You actually
Shit.
you record each part is recorded in a loop here, and then you drag all the loops into the DAW over this side. So this is the first time I've ever used this app.
Oh wow. Okay.
I like to challenge myself to create music with new DAWs and see how it turns out. And it's okay. It's all right.
That was incredible.
It'll do.
No
It'll do.
kidding. Look at that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like how you do that song in a week or song in a day, and just get it all down as quickly as you possibly can, and come up with some really good stuff from some really great apps and stuff, man.
Well, this one was tough. I started about 4 weeks ago, but I actually had to stop for 2 weeks because my voice was not working. I was sick, and so I just finished it off this week in 3 episodes, and on Monday's show on my channel, I uploaded it, and it's already out. It's on Apple, Spotify. It's everywhere.
Cool.
The world we live in, man. Digital world. A song's out.
Yeah. Quick, fast, and in a
hours
hurry,
time.
man.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's too good. Like super evocative too, and just really paints that picture. And I love the use of the screens in there. Just like that huge, just dynamic drop that comes out of nowhere and just kicks you right in the face. And I think that's really, really illustrative.
Thank you so
Awesome
much.
stuff.
The video clip's going to hurt people.
Yeah.
It's really gory.
It should, man. When you're trying to carry a profound message out to people, you kind of sometimes you have to shock them a little bit to make them understand where you're coming from.
It's
Which
not
is,
shock for no reason. It's shock
yeah.
for a reason. Like the first Kindercore song was about human trafficking. This one's about cruelty. I try and Kindercore is a project that I created just for my show. So because I'm looking at new doors, whenever I'm doing a show looking at a new door, it's going to be a Kindercore song. So it's kind of like the redheaded stepchild of my music. I don't really care.
Sure, it
about
doesn't sound like it. I tell you that. That's,
Well, thanks to me, it's pretty average.
No, give yourself some credit, Jay, because the stuff you come up with, man, is just like it's very unique and very telling, and people dig it. Even though it does have that shock value, sometimes it just comes across as a message people need to hear, regardless, whether they're down with it or not, man. Because the majority of us are meat eaters, but we understand what goes on in that industry and stuff, and it's just,
You don't have to, I'm not doing it to guilt people into not eating meat. I think people should be aware of it because there's better ways.
Eat wood.
There's always better ways to do things,
I'm glad you're not trying to guilt people. I was sitting backstage right before we went live, just knocking down a greasy cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I don't feel quite as bad about it now. It's good.
Yeah.
I still do feel bad about it, though. You did your job. You painted a hell of a picture.
All our human failings. He said he feels like he's not up to snuff for the quality, man. But Brad, that's that's cool if that's the way you feel, bro. But you're coming across fine, man.
Oh,
If you want to come back on,
know that. He should know that. Yeah. It's not about it's about I want to hear what he sings, man. What he feels, because that's what makes Brad Example amazing.
Right on.
He could sing through a tin can. I'll still listen to it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to do the best we can over here to bring you the best show possible, man. But sometimes it's just not possible. People have what they have, and when they come on, we try to make them sound as good as we possibly can. So, Brad, don't feel bad or feel, about anything, man, because you're giving it your best shot with what you got, and that's all that matters, man.
Yeah, you sounded amazing.
Now, in Mike's case, we couldn't get him to unwash, so I don't think he would want to present his music in that fashion, and so we really we want people to come across as best as they possibly can, man.
Yeah.
Boom. But here's the deal. Can we get Pete Johns is over there. He said he had to go to the Apple store and whatnot, but he's over there now, and he said, hey, Hippie, I'd like to come on, but he's over there yapping in the chat. You think we can get him on here, Jade, for put him on the spot for 2 songs, fill in for Brad Example?
I don't speak for Pete Johns. Pete Johns speaks for Pete Johns.
But he likes you more than me.
Hang on a minute.
Come on, Pete. I want to hear Toxic Ego. Let's do this, buddy.
He allowed me into his house. I wouldn't say that he likes me. He still was watching me the whole time I was there, just in case I take something, you know.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I just sent Brad a message on Facebook saying, "Get your bony ass in here."
Yeah, no shit, right? Brad, don't give up on us and yourself, bro.
Brad, if you don't come in, I'm going to sing Blue Eyes, Baby's Got Blue Eyes.
Yeah, right on, man.
That'll get him in here.
Where are you, Brad? Epiphonium, Great Vanzini, welcome, glad you're here. You call well. Nothing pretty about synth. Welcome to the show, man. Glad you guys are here. Guys, if you want to perform live, which I implore you to do, man, it's just the next evolution of this community, man, is to, we've all been listening to each other's music here. I've been playing all your music for the past 2 years, man, off and on. I mean, I think everybody's had a spin. If you haven't had a spin, why not? Why don't you ask? We'll get your music on the show. It's all it takes is just ask and say, hey, Hippie, can you play this song? Send me a link to what you want played and we'll get it out. Friday is the 907 Global Music Co-op. I had to cancel that one last week because, as you know, I went over to Eagle River and picked up my 4-wheeler finally. I did a few videos on that, so if you want to check out that part, you'll understand why the 907 didn't go off last week. I actually had something I needed to do, and that was a long time coming. But yeah, the 907 Global Music Co-op is your original music. So if you have something that is new and has been out or just been out for a week or less than a month, songs that are less than a month old can go on the 907. If they're older than a month, we're trying to keep things new and fresh, and we're trying to keep the shows down to about 35 to 40 videos. So I'm not sitting here for 6 to 8 hours per show. 5-hour show, that's something I can tolerate and put together twice a week, Sunday and Fridays for you. And this new show here, the W.A.L.E show, we are I can't even remember the name of it now. We are live entertainment. Got to get used to everything, man.
Wow. All the time.
Wow. Yeah. Wail it, man. Just sing it. Get up there and wail it.
If I can use wart, you can use whale. It's perfect.
That's right. Well, we are live entertainment. That's exactly it. And this is number 2. So, boom. The top 5 shows are probably what's going to make the show and the show's format. So you're watching something new happen, and I want everybody here to have a shot and have a chance of doing it. So if you can perform live or it's something you want to do, don't be bashful, don't be shy, don't be scared. We're all here to support each other, man. We're not here to criticize people. We're here to encourage, not discourage people. So if you think you have what it takes to come up and do what you need to do live, and you want to get your music out there in a different way, live, and if you never did it out in the world, you can do it right here on the Metalhead Hippie channel, man, with people that actually give a damn about what you're trying to do with your music and stuff like that. So we're not going to sit here and boo you or try to make you feel bad for what you do or what you do or do not know about music and making music. If you got an idea and you can sing it and you can bring it and you can pluck a few chords on a guitar, you're welcome to come on here and do your best to do it live. and try to entertain the troops over here in the chat, man. You're all welcome to try to do that, man. Whether you're a guitar player, a singer, or a multi-talented musician that can do it all, you're all welcome here, man. If you're just an acoustic busker kind of person, you're more than welcome to come on here. If you're advanced musician, Jade, I consider an advanced musician. Pete Johns, advanced musician, people that know what they're doing when they're singing live and performing for you and stuff like that. I want that level of talent on here, but I also want the little guy that's hasn't never performed before live to come on and show us what you got, man. Because that's how you build your chops and that's how you build your confidence, man. Coming out here and listening to what people are saying about your performance and stuff and trying to encourage you to do it the best you possibly can. That's what this show's here for, man. Boom. Al, I want you on the show too there, folk and blueser. Hell yeah, I do. Doc, if you want to come on and throw down some guitar for us, man. I know you're old and arthritic and you're almost dead, but you still got a few licks in you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Doc's got some licks in him, man. He tries to fool everybody. No, I'm old, man. My fingers don't work anymore. He can play, man. So don't let him get down. Boom. Right on. Anybody that wants to come on and try to perform live, and if you have the right gear to do it and it sounds as good as we can make it sound, I want you to ask to be on the show because I want you to be here. I want to try to get at least 5 people on per show. I want to create at least a 3-hour show. I want to try to keep it as entertaining as possible. And these first 5 shows are going to be the shows that make the show happen and give it its format and stuff. So your input is very much welcome. Your appearance on the show is very much wanted, and I want you guys to come out of your shell a little bit and come on up here and try a little bit of it. It's like Mike, we're introducing him to the community and stuff. He couldn't get the audio right on his stuff, but we still got his music out there, and you guys got a chance to hear what he's about. And that's just another way that we can adjust the show for people that can't quite get there yet, but are wanting to come on and perform live for you guys, man. So always keep that in mind. We're always going to try to show people's music in the best possible way we can. And sometimes we can't get it on live, but if we can, we will. So good deal there. Is Bradley coming back or not?
He's not responding to me.
Oh, man. You think he lit up and just fried out or what? His mouth is all dried and pasty. He can't sing no more. What? What? Dude, Hippie wants me to say what? Cotton mouth, man. Oh, man. We have 2 more songs here from Mr. Mike Haggith. If there's anybody out there in the community that wants to come on and fill the spot for Brad Example with 2 of your own original songs or cover songs that you want to do live, you're more than welcome to come on. Just ask for the link. Ian Luckett will, if he has your email, he'll send you the link to the show. Or if you don't have Ian's email, I'll just say, hey, Hippie, send me the link. And if you want to come on and fill the spot for 2 songs for Brad Example, you're more than welcome to do that. So anybody that wants to come on, send me an email. I'll check my email. And if you have the equipment to go live, we'll get 2 of your jams on there. Otherwise, we're going to play 2 more Mike Haggith songs, and then we're going to come back with Jade to close out the show here. And like I always say, we're going to try to keep the shows about 3 hours and as entertaining as possible, man. So, Mike, let's see what we got coming up here from you.
Oh, yeah.
We did the Catalyst, and what was the other one? Morning Star?
Morning Star. That was the other one we did, yeah.
Okay, so let me see what I got up here. I think I have something called "Don't Tell Him Which Car Is Mine."
Yeah.
We have that one, and then we have, I think, let me see what we have here.
Yeah.
Mike Haggith and Din. The potato may be used as a flotation device. That is
This
one of your songs
potato.
from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well, it depends of those
and
two,
that's
which one you're in the mood for.
we're gonna play them both, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna play those two, and then boom, we're gonna bring Jade back, and we're gonna let her close the show out for us, man.
Right
So if
on.
there are no takers to Brad examples, two spots on the show, two songs on the show, I'm gonna open up my email, see if I got any replies. You're more than welcome to come on and give your tunes a shout here, man. But let's share Mike's last two songs here. Boom.
All right.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
We got Mike Haggett. Don't tell him which car is mine. Edited
This is a
version.
very, very old one.
Right on. 2013.
2009 for the album. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna blow me up, baby. He's gonna kill me. That's what he said to you that made you come running back. Funny how I wait for you, but you put me on a shelf. Lived through all your ups and downs, baby. You just put me through hell. Don't tell him which car is mine, and don't you tell him where I live. Cause even though you left me, baby, he still wants me dead. I said, don't tell him which car is mine, and don't you tell him where I live. Cause even though you left me, baby, he still wants me dead. You can't deal with my inconsistencies, though it's all you are. You want to leave me, but you change your mind when he tweaks my car. Please tell me all your lies, string me up and leave me to dry. You put me in a downbound train, shot me to oblivion. So baby, don't you tell him which car is mine, and don't you tell me where I live. I say, cause even though you left me, baby, he still wants me dead. I said, well, don't tell him which car is mine, and don't you tell him where I live. Cause even though he left me, baby, he still wants me dead. Don't you tell him which car is mine, don't you tell him where I live. Cause even though you left me, baby, he still wants me dead. Take it out.
From the way back.
Right on, man. You want to give us a little insight on that song, Mike?
Yeah, that was me in 2009, an angsty 17-year-old, fresh off of one of his less amicable breakups. Yeah, that's
You got your heart broken, right?
Yeah.
She kicked you to the curb. She says it's your fault, not mine, or my fault, not yours. You're like, what?
So the song, so the album, I Hate My Life and I Want to Die. It was a play on Kurt Cobain and the whole, I hate myself and I want to die thing.
Yeah.
Because it was half analog tape and then half digital. The drums were just kind of me on a little keyboard. I'm sure you could hear that. And then, as I was putting it all together, it just came off as like very, very kind of grungy and like sort of in a good way and sort of also really not in a good way. But so that song in particular was referencing when the girl I was with at the time was thinking about hanging it up, and kind of so was I. And then her dad, who was a little crazy and didn't care much for me, threatened to blow up my car with me in it. And then she changed her mind and decided she didn't want to leave me anymore. Which the best part of all of this is that I didn't have a car at all.
My daddy don't like you. I do. Yeah.
I didn't even have a car, but so that was another example of me writing from the heart. That time in a very angsty and very, very passive aggressive way.
Yeah, it reminded me of Nirvana big time. Anger, angst.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
Cool beans.
I guess I could have just said I was 17, and the rest just sort of pieces itself together, eh? But yeah.
Let the hate flow through you.
Boom. Hey, we're gonna bring in a spot filler here for Mr. Brad Example. His name is Slick Tario.
Like Tario.
Yeah.
Right
But
on.
we're gonna bring in Slick, say hi. But before that, right before that, we're gonna play Mike's last song on the show, and then we're gonna let Slick play 2 songs for Brad, the cover for Brad, and then boom, we're gonna let Jade Star close the show. But yeah, let's welcome Slick Tario, man.
Hi,
Bro.
everybody.
Hey, man.
Am I actually on right now? Hey.
Yeah, go ahead and strum
This
your
is-
guitar and let's see if we got
This
good
is
audio on you. and
Probably the
stuff.
ballsiest thing I've ever done in my life. I was trying to tune
Good.
it here. So do it right. Can you hear it?
Yeah, go ahead. What song are you gonna do
I
for
don't have
us,
anything.
bro?
No mics or.
Well, so far, luckily,
I
you're
was thinking,
sounding
well,
good,
there's a
so go
song-
for it.
There's a song that actually Brad Example played bass and sang backups on the CD that we did. It was a compilation with everybody from Sault Ste. Marie. This is when we were all living down in Toronto. So it's
Right on.
actually from an early. Well, Bob Dylan did it, but it is actually one of those, free domain songs. Like it's like a song from God. It's like nobody knows who wrote it. Like it's called Moonshiner, anyways. And I took some of the lyrics and I made the riff and all the songs, and I took some of the lyrics and I kept them and I added a bunch of my own. Anyways, that was hard to say.
Go
do
ahead.
you want me to
So
play
what? So what do we? Yeah, what's the name of the song again?
The song is called Moonshiner.
Okay, right on.
That's the original title. And it's a finger picking song the way that it's originally played, but I turned it into it's got like a Kiss riff or something. So, anyways,
Right
so
on.
this is
Go for it, bro.
I'm helping you out there, Bradley. Okay, here's Moonshiner.
Go for it, man.
Okay. Can you guys hear it still?
You're good.
Well, I've been a moonshiner. Oh, I shouldn't do this song. For 26 long years, I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. This is terrible. I can't. Something's happening here. I'll keep trying though. I've been a dirty boy. I'm sorry, guys. I have to stop that. I'm way off key. This is embarrassing. I can't believe that happened. Something with like the earphones or something. I can't. it was really putting me off there. Wow. Okay, sorry, we're scrapping that
Just
song.
do your best. Do your best, bro. Just rip it out, man.
I understand.
breath.
I understand why.
Take a breath.
Brad
Get your
ran for
thoughts
the
together,
hills.
and boom.
If you're having trouble hearing yourself while you're playing through the cans, just take one can off one of the
I gotta
ears
take
and
this
then
off, maybe. Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
just or at
I
least
don't know
one
what
of them.
happened.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
did
kind
that
of
song.
just.
I thought it was fine to go. Okay, let's try this. I'll have one.
I'm sure it is, man.
Okay.
Play something you're
I'm gonna
comfortable
try a
with,
different
bro.
song. Okay.
Yeah, play something you're comfortable with, bro.
I'll try.
What are you singing for
There's a
us?
song called "The Ruiner." This one's called "The Ruiner."
Right.
And Brad, it's on the same CD, and Brad actually helped on this one too. So,
Right on.
okay, let the gods be with me here. The Ruiner. After I was dumped by this broad, she got rid of me. So,
Right on. Slick, we can't hear you, bro. Boom, you're sideways and we can't hear you.
I wonder if is this on an iPad? I wonder if this is the same thing that's happening to me too.
Same thing that's happening to you. The iPad's flipped.
Yeah, it flips and then it kicks the mic off.
We can hear you now, so go ahead and try to play. I don't care if you play sideways. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's entertaining. Go for it. Go for it, bro. Oh, now we can't hear it. What happened?
Yeah.
We can't hear you, bro.
Oh no.
What happens? I don't know why he keeps fading in and out. Do you have like a loose connection with your iPad?
I think that it is when you're going through. I'm expecting he's going through the camera in his iPad. Is that what you were going through, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
I
through
think
the camera on the iPad.
when it flips, it freaks out the audio.
See if you can get yourself upright again, man.
Yeah. You may have to hop out and hop back in, but maybe try it in a portrait mode so that it won't flip, eh? And then it'll, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Hey,
As
we're
I said
game for
earlier,
everything.
It's best to do it on a PC. iPad.
I thought it was Slick speaking when when
Yeah.
it was Mike.
Uh,
I don't know, bro.
well, guys, if you're wondering about the magic that happens in sound check, this was literally me for 4 hours last night with these fine folks over right there. It is over here.
Did you guys go 4 hours?
Yeah.
I'm so glad I left after 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It didn't get any better.
Yeah, we
for
hung
a
out
while.
for a while, man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
right.
but
That's
again,
pretty-
you know, like they're all super helpful. So they ended up talking me through all the gear that I should be purchasing and I will be. So even just for stuff like that, you know, like I gotta give huge props to you guys and everybody else for helping me with that, even when I'm sucking up 4 hours of your time, not being able to get
no
good
worries, bro.
audio quality.
Let's bring Slick back in here and see if we can get him to do his thing. Bro, just go for it while you're there, man. Go ahead. You're there.
Can you hear right now?
Go.
Well, inside the room, there's something going on to make you think. He's only there to see you sinking by the way you keep running. It's time that I fill in your missing link and sell off all your things, 'cause I'm lost of
That's entertainment. Boom.
Oh, I did the flip again.
Slick, you're off again, bro.
Oh, I did the flip.
As
Man,
they say, never work with kids, animals, and iPads.
yeah. Yeah. If I
We're
didn't need
sorry.
the iPad for work and recording, I might have thrown it out the window last night.
Yeah. Sorry, Slick. You're not coming through, bro. Valiant effort, though, man. He came on strong, but it just wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. I was really looking forward to that.
Awesome, man. Bro, we can't hear you either, man. You're like totally dead right now.
Yeah. Sorry,
man. Yeah, you're like totally out of the loop right now, Mike. Or Slick.
iPad says no.
Oops. Well, folks, we are going to continue on with the show, and let's do it here with Mike Haggith, his last song, man. Mike, what was that song again we were going to do?
This potato may be used as a flotation device. This is a live video from 2015 with a 23-year-old Mike debuting with a three-piece band at a Battle of the Bands. We had so much fun, and I hope you guys dig it.
Rock on. Let's play this thing, man.
You're going to smash the bass, man.
Oh, yeah. I was borrowing that bass from a friend, so...
that was awesome.
Yeah. Super fun.
Stuff,
that was me as a 23-year-old college kid who couldn't even afford a haircut, as you saw. Straightened it the night we went on and tucked it under the ball cap. I thought I looked pop punk. I thought I looked hot. None of the university girls went home with me, though, at the time. So, nope.
Yeah, I haven't had a haircut since 1988, bro. I haven't had a haircut since '88, but I got old. My hair my hair stopped growing and it's thinning out. So I'm
Yeah,
glad I
you're
got
rocking
left
it,
what I
buddy.
got
You're
left.
rocking it.
My hair smells like carpet.
My hair smells like,
And
I
dread's
don't
getting a
know,
little
I can't
musty.
get there.
What?
Yeah, it's like somebody spilled drink on the carpet at the local venue.
You need to get some of Brad's beard oil. It work.
Dude.
Right on, man. Boom. So how do you guys like this live format? Would you recommend it for anybody to come on? And Slick, you did an awesome job. It's not your fault, man, but we will get you sorted and we will get you on a future show if that's something you want to do.
Absolutely.
Takes big kahunas just to try to step up and come on in and do it off the cuff, man. So good deal, bro.
Big time. Absolutely.
No harm, no foul, man. We'll get you sorted and we'll get you on a show there, Slick. And that goes for anybody else that wants to try to do this. But I know you had issues, Mike, but is it something you're willing to try to do again? Is it something you recommend to the community to try to do? Come on and play live and whatnot?
Absolutely. And I mean, yeah, like we were talking last night, we kind of went through a couple of the mics that we were recommending, right? Even like you can't go wrong with an SM58. And you know, like we even went through and maybe it would be a cool idea maybe at the end of the show for folks who are interested, who like me just have never been on gear. Maybe we can just take like a minute or two and just sort of give out a couple recommendations for like interfaces and stuff like that for plugins.
Yeah.
It just might be a super good idea, because like for me, I'm more than willing to toss a couple $100 into this and get a nice little streaming rig. I've had my eye on doing this for a while, and I just personally, like, I have no idea where to start with that. And you guys last night were so helpful. I think a lot of us could benefit from that. I really do.
Well, the thing is for people that want to get into this and they want to do this like now and you're thinking about it, get into it now, because all this equipment is going to go off the shelves. Shipping, the economy, the global whatnot is not going to get any better. So if you can grab a hold of the equipment that you need to broadcast live on the internet, if it's something you want to do, get it now before the prices go through the roof and the availability becomes nothing. Otherwise, you're stuck with used gear and you get what you get. You may spend a couple $100 on crap, man. You just never know. But yeah, man, if you want to get it now before it's gone and the availability is just not there anymore, or it's very hard and you're going to have to wait a long time just to get it.
Yeah,
So,
and even if you don't necessarily have a ton of cash, like look around, you might be able to leverage some. Like for me, if I didn't have the money, I know. Yeah. I've got a graphics card sitting over there in that corner that I pulled out of my PC because I upgraded it, and that graphics card alone these days probably go for twice what it's actually worth. I don't know,
3 times.
Yeah, you just leverage what you got at the moment and finance your passion project. Like, you know, we're all here for a very limited time, so whatever you got to do to make yourself happy and you know, come hang out. And like this is so much fun. I'm just sitting here on my cell phone and that's all I got for the time being, until I can get everything sorted out the way I want. But like, it's just so awesome to be here and to just hang out with you guys and be a part of all this. So highly recommend.
Sweet, man. Jade, what's your thoughts on going live and anybody that wants to try it, and what gear they may or may not need for whatever apparatuses you're running over there and stuff? Just the minimal gear. Yeah, just do it.
Just do it, yeah. As I said before, I think we've seen iPads are not ideal. Android devices, absolutely no. I think if you've got a computer, it doesn't need to be a super fast computer either. I think if you've got an interface, you know, you can. There's plenty of videos out there to show you how to connect your interface to your computer, run everything through something like Reaper, and you should be good to go. You can throw a mic into one channel, guitar in the other, or just a mic, just one mic, and mic that up, put that into Reaper, something like that, whatever you've got, Cubasis, whatever it is that you use on your computer. I think that's the best way to go. I think unless you've got something like an iRig Stream or something like that for your iPad, But again, it's capturing camera at the same time, so that's where you're going to get that flip out. I don't think it. So that's always gonna be a tough thing.
The main point is, what are you working with? What do you got now? And what do you need to make what you have actually work? Or do you need to go a whole different route to do what it is you want to do and get on the thing live? You got to start somewhere. We need to know what you got, and we can tell you if that's going to work. And if it's not going to work, you may have to do a complete overhaul of your system. If you can get a PC or, whatever's going to work for you, you need to look into it now. Otherwise, you're just stuck with what you got until the world comes back around and things become available to us again, man.
I'm always going to suggest a Yamaha, man. One of those 10XUs. Those things are just... Yeah. Everyone uses them, man. Every streamer uses them. They're like, what, $200? Because they only put out a stereo, and you can plug all your stuff into it. You can add effects to it. You got everything. Those things are wicked. I've got one.
Right
you heard it. It sounds incredible. It's not me. It's that thing, man. I love it.
Right on.
I don't mind playing an extra song if you need an extra song, Hippie, because I saw somebody in the chat requested one that I wanted to play, but...
Well, what was it?
Me and My Brain. It's a new song that I've been playing for a while.
Go for it, man.
All right.
Jade Star, folks, out of Australia. Get some horns up. Get some posies up there, man. Get some horns up for Brad Example, Mike Haggith, and Jade Star. Jade's going to play a couple more songs for us, and we're going to get out of here with Jade Star. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys want to sign up to go live. Thank you for your participation. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to these fine folks' channel, Brad's, Mike's, and Jade Star's channel, man. Jade, rock us out, man.
So this is about the loneliness that kicked off during the inconvenience, otherwise known as the pandemic, that many of us dealt with. And it's called Me and My Brain. Constantly fighting the pain of the loneliness of me and my brain. I don't know what to do when nobody's talking to you. Isolation now turns into shame. It's the loneliness of me and my brain. 'Cause everything's changed and I'm not the same. I'm creating each day as I try to find the pain of the loneliness of me and my brain. I don't know if anyone here's too busy with invisible fears. Isolation now turns in my brain. It's the loneliness of me and my brain. I don't know why I fight each day. Nobody seems to care anyway. Too concerned with the battle each day of the loneliness of me and my brain. 'Cause everything's changed and I'm not the same. I'm creating each day as I try to fight the pain of the loneliness of me and my brain. When you hit the bottom of your well, inhale the darkness, embrace the smell. It's that smell that is your hell, and you'll find you've died. So look up to the darkness, see the sky. If you try, you can surely fly. Just try, you will find you can climb, you can fly. And once again, by the pain of the loneliness of me and my brain, as the loneliness continues each day. In your loneliness, you push people away. From the loneliness, it'll drive you insane. Fuck the loneliness that we all share the same. Fuck the loneliness, make no time for its pain. Fuck the loneliness, manifest and create. And then loneliness will just go away. Make no time for its pain.
Boom.
Boom.
Right on, Jade.
Yeah,
Awesome
that's
stuff, man.
beautiful.
You
Good
got 10
deal.
minutes? You want me to bang out another one, man? Let's do it.
Yeah, we do.
This is my signature song. This is
Right
"Do
on.
What Makes You Happy." This is the song
Right
that I've played live for so many people. I've played it at funerals. I've played it at birthdays. I've played it everywhere, man. And everybody tells me this is my song. This is the song that resonates the most with them. It's a song that whenever I'm down, wherever I feel bad, I play this and I feel a whole lot better. Because ultimately, if you're not doing the things that are making you happy, you got to change, man. You got to change. Do it now. There's no time like now. So this is "Do What Makes You Happy." I'll flip
Right
back to
on.
that other camera.
Jade Star, everybody. Let's check it out. Do what makes you happy.
This is not another love song. It is about being true to yourself. It's all you can rely on, and friends who love you for being your true selfish. You may think it Selflessness is all you need, and then you can be true to your words and music. Your life, you choose it. Songs and laughter. This is not another fairy tale. It is about seeing through someone else's eyes that I've seen a million places and faced adversity and prejudice just for being themselves. Is it really worth the hassle to hate someone for being different? 'Cause everybody's made of flesh, bone, skin, and blood. We eat and breathe and love. We love not enough, but through words and music, your life, you choose it. Songs and laughter are shit ever after. You can't choose it or you can't lose it. Just remember, don't ever abuse it. Just do what makes you happy. Afraid of what people may think, isn't it right? Say the people you worry about only worry about themselves. They're not thinking about you. So many. So why do so many people lash out in public at a person for being 100% themselves? You can believe in yourself 100% without being an asshole. I was unhappy for many a year in my life, emotions flowing on a roller coaster suicide. I truly hated myself 'cause I feared the worst. Nobody would love me for me. I'm telling you, free thinking is punished in life, and honesty is something I find very hard to believe. The anger was building inside of me when all I really wanted to do was cry. When everything was going bad, cry. Had to let it out, not to be so sad. Cry. Don't let other people's drama make you mad. Try to cry do it.
Boom. Right on.
Super uplifting.
Jade Star, man. Awesome stuff, man.
Yeah,
Jade, do you got one more in you, man? Because I
I've
want
got
you
a
to take
Desea,
us.
man. I want to
Right
go out with
on.
Desea. I want some.
Right on.
Gotta go out on some metal. Thank you, guys.
Right
Thank
on.
you so much for the kind words, everyone.
Good deal. Jade, I want to thank you for coming on the show and being just fucking awesome. Mike, same thing, man. I hope to get you back on here and get you live, man.
Yeah,
And
that'd be great.
Brad Example, bro, good job, man. And I hope we can get you sorted also. And Slick Tario, good job, bro.
Yeah, Slick.
You tried, man. And that's all that matters. But
Yeah.
we'll get you sorted too, man. Boom. But I want to thank my panel for being on here and being so hip, slick, and cool, and accepting the invite and, wanting to be on the show and perform for the community. Any of you guys that want to come on, all you have to do is send me an email, put Tuesday Live or W.A.L.E in there, W-A-L-E in the subject matter of it. And if you want to be on next Tuesday's show, you can do so, man. We'll give you a sound check, and if we can get you up and running and sounding good, and boom, we'll get you on the show, man. Any final words from Jade? We'll go with you. Any final words?
Not really. Just want to thank you, Hippie, for creating a great platform for so many people to share their music, for playing my music all this time as well. And I'm incredibly grateful for it, as well as everybody is. You provide a nice, safe space here, and it's really fantastic. So I want to thank you for having me on. I want to thank everybody in the chat, which I love you all. You're all fantastic people. I love all your music. Keep producing. It always makes me happy seeing people make stuff. You know, that's why I do YouTube. I don't sit here and try and take the glory for what I do. I love seeing other people make stuff, and that's why I have my channel to encourage people. Awesome to meet you, Mike. Great music. So,
Thank you, and likewise.
cheers.
Mike, any parting words, bro?
Yeah, I was hoping you were going to go. Any last words, Mike? That'd be a little ominous. Yeah, I mean, well, just like Jade said, just first off, thank you for, creating this space and allowing us the opportunity to kind of come on and share what we do and, hopefully make a few new connections. And I love the long form stuff, the ability to kind of tell my story a little bit and take the deep dive through some of the older material that maybe might have not been spotlighted had we been able to just get me live with the acoustic. So maybe this was better in a way for that. But this was just so fun. I cannot thank everybody in the chat enough too for showing up and for showing all the love and all the great comments and everything else. This has just been super, super fun. I really, really hope to do this again. And if you got a minute or two, maybe just some gear recommendations. I do have that Yamaha board tabbed off, so I'll be taking a look at that. And of course, you can't go wrong with an SM58 microphone. This is kind of for my benefit because I'm obviously going to be shopping for some stuff, but also just for anybody out there who, like me, maybe just has a very minimal setup and wants to be able to come on and do this and sound like fucking Jade down there. Oh my God.
Awesome stuff, right? Boom.
Yeah.
Brad, you're more than welcome, bro. And we hope to get you sorted also and get you up and running as smooth as we possibly can, man, because you're awesome, bro, and we need to hear your music live. You're an awesome talent, man. Good deal. Boom. Good deal. Don't step in any
you can
dog
come and
poop,
join
bro.
me. You can come and join me every week on my channel. If you don't want to watch the How to App stuff, you can always join my live streams on Saturday, US time. What is it? 8 p.m. New York.
Plug
5
all your
p.m.
stuff, Jade. Go ahead and
5
plug
p.m.
everything
LA.
you got, man.
Jadestar.com.au. Don't go to jadestar.com unless Trust me, you might want to go there instead of my website. So there's two websites, jadestar.com.au and jadestar.com. Jadestar.com, there's a lot of licking going on. Let's say lickety splits. Scissoring everything, it's all there. Or you can come to howtoapp on ios.com or my YouTube channel, you know. So, but yeah, every weekend I do an opening hour. I play live stuff like this. I play originals, covers, metal. You never know what you're going to get each week. There you go. So.
Right on. And Ian is posting all your links over there in chat. So
thank you.
If you're watching this in a rerun, make sure you're looking over into the chat. You're going to find all the people that performed on the show tonight, and Slick Tario, who tried to perform. Boom. And we'll get him sorted too, and we'll get him on the show and get some new music. Guys, Friday is an all-original show, the 907 Global Music Co-op. If you have an original song you would like to submit for that show, please make sure it's original, and I'll do my best to get it on there. We need Euro tracks for the top of the show, and we need American tracks for the bottom of the show. Canada is included in the Euro tracks, and then we'll come to the East Coast, and then we'll go out to the West Coast, and that's how we'll do that. That show and Sunday's show will always pretty much be the same format. The Tuesday Community Hangs show, where I used to do the same thing as I did on Sunday, which is play original music and covers and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I may do something on a Tuesday like that, but from now on, this is the show that is filling that slot for Tuesday. It's less time, less wear and tear on me. It's more personable because you get to know more about the hippie. You get to know more about the people in the community. You get to see the live performances, which I think is the next evolution to these shows here on YouTube, is to bring people on live and perform their best hits. And yeah, I just think it's the next evolution for my channel and YouTube as a whole, man. I think we need to see a lot more people doing live music and getting out of their comfort zone, so to speak, and bringing people in that can, excel at doing stuff live, man, and bringing you some awesome entertainment, man. Jade, what are you going to take us out with? We're going to take out with Jade Star, and then we're just going to close the show. So Jade's going to take us out. Mike, Jade, Brad, Slick Tario, thank you for appearing on the show, being live. You guys are all great, and we hope to get everybody sorted out. And if you need help with knowing what to get online with and what you need, ask me, ask Ian, ask Jade, ask anybody over in the chat, the Padded Pedal Room. There's a lot of help here. All you have to do is ask, and people will do something. You can always drop a comment on either one of our channels and then say, hey, Hippie, I want to come on live. What do I need? What I got to do? This is what I got. We'll get an answer for you, man. And you're always welcome to join me in the backstage here after the show. If you want to come on and ask questions and stuff, just ask Ian. He'll throw you the link. Guys, if you want to hang out for a little bit right after the show and shoot the shit, that's fine. Brad, if you want to come back on. Slick, if you want to come on. Ian, if you want to come on, you have the link. We'll sit back here and talk in a little bit in the private chat and stuff. But Jade, take us out of here. You're going to close the show out for us. What are you going to do for us?
This is the long-awaited. So I've been, me and Kev Hart started a project last year. Kev Hart, which all you guys know from Metal Shack, he's an incredible artist. He's now doing stuff with Psy, Demons and Angels. I think it's called Angels and Demons, something like that.
Yeah.
So we started this thing called Desea, and he's written all the music. We've actually got 4 albums waiting.
Right on.
But unfortunately, due to my workload of doing YouTube and stuff, I lost a bit of creativity, and I've just struggled to get everything done. So it's been on the back burner. We're really close to finishing it up. This is one of the tracks from it. So it's about 10 tracks on the first album. And we're really excited to release it. I know we've got to get it done. I've got to get it done. It's next on my list to finish things. So I'm not going to put pressure on myself and give a date, because that's how I got bogged down. So it'll be here very soon. That's all I can say.
What you and Kev are doing is awesome, man. I dig it.
It's all Kev, man. Kev writes the music. I just sing the shit over it. So, it's all Kev. Kev is an amazing artist.
Yes, he is.
He's a genius. So, yeah, this is Chaos Bringer. And I was going to do the love ballad, but it's probably too brutal. So I'll do Chaos Bringer.
Jade, do what you want to do, man. Just throw anything out there you want. Whatever sticks to the wall for you, whatever makes trips your trigger, go for it.
I'll keep the ballad as a secret because it's in two parts. It's called A Scalpel to My Heart, and part 2 is called A Scalpel to Your Heart. They need to be heard together. They're amazing songs. But we'll do Chaos Bringer. Let's do it.
Right on. Jade Star, everybody.
This is going to kill. Here we go.
Destruction is the only way. Roll the dice, it's time to play. Humanity is just a shit stain on the bottom of our sheet. Obliteration of our race, nothing more than a wasted space. Humanity has had its shot. Now it's time to lose. Roll the dice. Take my hand. The chaos will consume you all. I will be your savior. I will be your only God. Destruction is the only way. Roll the dice, it's time to play. Humanity is just a shit stain on the bottom of the sheet. Obliteration of our race, nothing more than a wasted space. Humanity has had its chance. Now it's time to lose.
Boom. For Jade Star, Mike Haggith, Brad Example, and Slick Tario. I'm Metalhead Hippie. My name is Jeff, and you have been watching The Whale number 2. Stay tuned next Tuesday for The Whale number 3. We are live music entertainment, man. Love you guys. Love, peace, hippie grease. Be cool, be kind, be safe, and take care. And we will see you next Tuesday here on The Whale Show. Send me an email if you want to be on the show. I want to have you on the show. Love, peace, hippie grease, and good night, man. Thank you all.